Anybody else up late? Why does it say testing the YouTube channel? I am testing the YouTube channel. Okay. All right. So, I'm up late tonight. And so this is for record purposes of YouTube channel. I'm actually going to check and see if I'm live on the YouTube channel. So let me double check. You said, hey, KP, what's going on? I'm actually testing this darn YouTube channel. But I'm going to serve two purposes and actually unpack this thingamajig. Let me see if this works. Uh-oh. I don't see myself live on there. I don't see myself live on YouTube. All right, let me double check. Let me see. Do I have the right profile? Let me see. Your channel. That's the problem. I got the wrong profile on here. Fred, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm trying to get these different pages correct. What y'all doing up, man? Why is everybody up? I'm up here fooling around trying to get my stuff. I try to get my iterations right. Okay, wait a minute. So, the www, the Konvos.live. And I'm going to see if that works because it should show up. So, Konvos. If I can spell it right, Konvos, live. I got it together, I think. And boom, it is live. It's up and it's live. All right, watching basketball. Yeah, I'm not even watching. I don't even be watching basketball like that. Hello, everybody. Listen, it's been, you know how the old song say, it's been a while. It's been a while. You know what I'm doing? I'm actually getting myself together because I'll be doing tutorials live and all of that good stuff. But I kind of got a freebie tonight. And the freebie, for those of you watching who are up, is actually for my YouTube channel for tutorials and stuff. And there's a piece of, I got the notice that your YouTube is live. Good. Thank you for everybody helping me test this. I was testing it to see if this was working. Why my phone slow down? Okay, my phone is a little slowski. So I'm just going to open up this feed and see if it jumps on. It says it's live. Okay. All right. All right, I'm just going to turn the volume down. Juan, what's going up, man? Listen, I hope things are popping off for y'all. I keep telling everybody about how dope you are. So it's Sonya and Juan. Yeah, listen, y'all, I'm not really doing nothing. I'm actually just testing stuff out. So I'm going to act like I don't even know y'all that's watching. But the freebie tonight that'll end up going into my Buy Me a Coffee. Look, any of y'all watching right now, if you don't have Sonya, if you don't have buymeacoffee.com, Carla, this may help you too. Anybody else, if you're doing any internet stuff, this support me, buy me a coffee, actually is very dope. It's kind of like a cash app, and it gives people the opportunity to give. If my boy Lemuel was on here, we were in a clubhouse and we were talking about giving. And so many of you who are watching right now, it's not a lot of y'all, but those of you who are watching right now, you are givers. And so you've been a blessing to me. Hope I've been a blessing to you. As we have to give in our hearts, we do it. And so, Sonya, you got it? Got you. So make sure you keep it in the column, like especially when you jump on. Get the overlay for your screen like you see right down here below. I finally figured out how to throw the overlay. You're way more tech savvy than me. You probably already knew it. I realized that people actually will give. It's a good way to kind of do that Eventbrite stuff. And what I'm going to set up is the deep dive on how to do the setup and stuff that I'm doing here. Most people are asking me, and thank you, Carla, and many others. Sometimes it's hard for us to tell people about giving or charging people to do something because a lot of us, we aren't in this for the money. But, you know, a man or woman is worthy of their hire. But tonight, and this is for this YouTube real quick, I do have a little bit of a freebie popping off. And that freebie popping off is you are going to be here with me as I unbox this experimental piece that I actually have. I got to watch my buttons here. Because of the way I have this set up. And I'm just going to switch this screen over here. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, good. So I'm going to switch the camera here real quick. I don't have it on my quick switcher. But let me see if I can switch the scenes. And the scenes I'm going to switch is I want to show you this box that I have. And in this box that I have in front of me, let me label this screen right here, overhead shot. Okay, so this is going to be my overhead shot, and I'm going to switch the camera right now, and that camera switch is going to be for the overhead shot. So in this scene right now, let me just move that camera right there, and let me go to this overhead shot. If you hang on with me, y'all, boom, see this right here? It's an overhead shot. I'm going to take this box and open this. This is the A1, and it's an Andor teleprompter. Okay, it's an A1, and this is much less expensive than the Glide gear that I have. So the teleprompter that I'm using, let me go to this scene here, and let me get the camera together. Y'all hang on one second. Let's go here, and let me move my camera over here. Y'all forgive me. And let me just switch back to number 1. All right, boom. So the camera, this right here, I have a teleprompter, and the teleprompter allows you to see yourself in the camera, so you're looking at people, so you can keep eye contact. So for everybody that's doing presentations, whatever you're doing, if you have a laptop, your laptop, the camera allows you to look at the people while you can see your screen. If you're trying to use a better upgraded camera, okay, that means the camera is not built into the computer, so you have to sit it right above the computer to get a good eye contact, or you can get a teleprompter so that you can do your presentations and look straight into the camera. That is a little technique. Again, I'm giving some freebie information tonight. If you want to support me, or if you need deeper stuff, I do professionally, and I'm setting this up. Thank you, Carla, Toussaint, Sonia, my wife, and all of those connected with me. I will be doing a deeper dive. There are many in the community that I'm in called the Let's Get Live community and the Ecamm community that are specializing. Shout out to my man, Bradley Vincent, who really is great with overlays, different things that, you know, people have that they drop on the screen like this. He has super overlays, and all that cute bougie stuff that people may like. Here it is. This is the first time I'm unboxing this, so I'm kind of mixing in a live with an unboxing of, this is called the Andor A1. Now, I'm actually going to double check and let you know, because for some people, the Glide gear at $200, that may not be your thing. But I think this is something that may work out better for some people, because I think it accomplishes the same thing, and it has a little more functionality, and I'm going to see. Pastor Jody, what is going on, brother? It's good to see you. We got to do something together. You got to jump on. Let me see. Let me get these comments. Let me move my coffee joint over. So, yes, there we go. Jody, you are in the house. So, Jody, what's happening right now is I'm actually just going to show another teleprompter, and I'm just doing it live so everybody can double check. So if you need overlay help, you need to talk to Bradley Vincent. He's got a whole like website and stuff set up. His name is Bradley Vincent. So I'll get you the link, Sonia. Get you in touch with Bradley. Bradley is the man. His overlays are dope. Elicio is another one. He's pretty good with the overlays. Bradley's your first go-to. Elicio also has all that cute bougie stuff so that you can see things on the screen. So I'm just going to double check my order right now and let you know what the actual cost of this teleprompter was. Hang on one second. So for $100 less than the teleprompter that I'm using in front of me, I'm going to get you a shot of that teleprompter. So let me get to another scene, and I'm going to show you my teleprompter, okay? So let me take this guy. Let me just mute this right here. And I'm going to show you through another camera. Hang on. This is the teleprompter I'm using right here. That's the teleprompter there. That is a $200 teleprompter. It is the bomb. So it's the Glide gear. That's the go-to that everybody uses so that you can put the camera behind it and you can see right into the screen there. You can see you and everything it's one of the best things, especially for if you're in Zoom with people all the time and you want to use an upgraded camera. It is the piece to use. Now, I said all that to say I am going to unbox this guy. I'm not going to set it all up, but it's $100 less. And it seems like it'll do the same thing, if not more. And you'll be able to fit your monitor underneath it. And this is a Lilliput monitor that I would recommend that you can sit underneath, connected to the output of your laptop or your main computer. And you should be able to have a whole teleprompter set up. So let's get the unboxing right now. I'm going to double this screen with, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Unboxing for the first time. We're doing this live right now. Boom. Of course, everybody gives the little wipes with it. Yes, instructional booklet. Boom. Very deep instructional booklet. And it's got, look at this. It's got your camera cover, which is leather. Looks pretty good. They got all these little thingamajigs in here. I'm just fishing through this. Okay, it is plastic, so it's plastic. So the Glide Gear has already got it because the Glide Gear is full metal. And so will the A1 allow you to use an iPad as a monitor? And guess what? You are in luck, Jody, because it does say you can have the iPad. Shout out to Man. Listen, everybody, he don't want me to put him on blast, but Man right here. Okay, Mr. John Legend, you know, on the scene, involved in the inauguration, all that stuff, bourgeois, man, and he's humble enough. He's so humble, he's going to be on the set with Crescendo. Shout out to Tamika Furby, who came here in the studio and did the whole promo for Crescendo. And Man is giving of himself. He's serving his people and community as big as he is. So, Jody, say what's up to my boy. If you like John Legend, my man Eugene Man Roberts is the man. So, Justin Valentine, shout out to you, brother. Good to see you. When I grow up, yeah, my brother going to help me get my MK studio tight. Okay. So, wow, look at this. It comes with a remote. Let me show you right here. Look, it comes with a remote. Okay. And actually, this is more bougie than the remote I already use. So, Jody, when I do my slides and stuff, or when I do my stuff on Sunday, Celeste, what's going on? Long time no see. Man, love you, man. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all, Man's the reason why I got all these cameras in here, because I had only 2 cameras and I was only thinking about 3. But Man pissed me off and he ended up having all these bourgeois cameras and stuff. And that's why I do the multiple cameras. So I myself was a 2-camera 3 Max, but Man, when I had him on my show, he did some old bougie. Hey, Kim, my dude, Man did some old bougie joint. Oh, wait, hold up. See that? Look, Man, I got too many cameras now. Man did this type of joint. It was like this with all the keyboards, and he made me mad. And it's because of Man, I got inside Adidas that I wear around the house. They're called inside sneakers that you wear in the house only. Thank you. Shout out to my boy. So, right, Kim, bougie, right? Bougie. So how can you even get more bougie? That's the whole thing. So y'all never know who's in the room. But look, this remote, most people that do PowerPoints and stuff, let me see if I can get that camera to focus. This right here not true. Yeah, all right, whatever. Richard, what's going on, bro? That's my little bro, another producer extraordinaire. Check this out. Wait, let me get the camera right. That's you over there. Y'all hang on 1 second. Okay. So this remote right here, the Logi, this is a banging remote I use with my slides, or if I have to use a teleprompter for something, Jody. So if you're doing any kind of presentation, Mickey, what's going on the countryside? This is an awesome piece to use. I think it's the bomb. Rodney Harris, what's going on, man? Your project's amazing. But they give you this. It's real cheesy feeling. It's plastic, but this A1 has it. Let me get right to what my brother Jody is probably asking and looking for. It feels cheap, y'all, but it's a solid cheap. Now, the profile of this is much smaller. The reason why I wanted to check it out is because it actually has cold shoe mounts all around it. Cold shoe, cold shoe, cold shoe, cold shoe, and cold shoe. For those of you who don't know what a cold shoe is, the cold shoe is you can actually take, where did I put it at? Okay. I have a light. I have another light. You can take a light and put it on here, like right on here. You can put a light on there and have it, because what I'm going to do is do a separate stand. So in here I have my teleprompter, but if I want to go to a remote area and I need my teleprompter to read my notes that I want, I'm going to take the notes and I'm going to have them on my iPad on here, but I can put a light up on top here. Camera can sit right back here on a small stand with a decent lapel mic, and I can do all of that. So how can you mount much stuff on it? Okay, wow, you can mount much stuff on it. Exactly, Jody. It has 5 cold shoe mounts on there. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna get the quick light real quick. It's 5 of them. So hang on. Hang on 1 second. Where's that light? Just give me the light and back the door. Just give me the light. Y'all don't know that song. Hang on 1 second. I just saw the light. I lost the light. There is a light that shines special for you, baby. There are times when you need someone. I don't know where the light is. But anyway, here's an example. I'm going to show you this. Here's an example of something that's a cold shoe mount. And you can just slap that in here. Look at that. Okay, like I got to open it. But if this was a light here, you can just mount it up top here. My little microphones that I have, you can mount on top of there your microphones, receivers and everything on the side. So already for $100 less than the Glide gear, you can do a lot more. So this probably is just a, yep. So there's your glass. There's your glass. All right. It's on the right angle. And look, so Jody, there's no sides to it. So I'm gonna get an iPad and show you. And here is the iPad. And so what I'm gonna think is, if you take the margin on your teleprompt software and put it on here and just squeeze your words or whatever kind of small, you'll be able to see it on the screen, which is normally what I do. I crop it on the other teleprompter. So again, this is the $100 teleprompter, and this is the professional $200 teleprompter up there. Okay, now this is a lot skinnier. You see, it's skinnier, but the glass is solid on there. Okay, and the lip on there, you can put anything as small as from a cell phone. Here's my cell phone. Okay, your cell phone's going to fit right on there and lay on there. And then you can get an iPad on here. Okay, and you can get a small monitor on here. Okay, so that you can see everything on the screen. Sammy, what's going on, Sammy? Now, let me see. So you end up having this piece right here. I'm pretty sure this is the mount so that you can put it on a stand. Okay, so that you can get this on a stand. And I think this tightens it. Right, here we go. So that tightens it to keep it in the upright position. Kombucha, check it out. This is an alternative teleprompter. I like it because it's sexy and it's smaller. And listen, y'all, it's not as big as the Glide gear. In our community, people buy stuff and they just buy it. But I'm doing the research so that maybe if you don't want to spend $200, you can still get a versatile, useful teleprompter. Okay, let me take the back off of this. Okay, now you can put cell phones on this, so you can use your cell phone as a teleprompter if you need it. If not, let me see. Okay, I just take this. This comes out. All right, and then your lens is going to go through here on the camera. Now, what I don't have is a second camera to go on here. So this is about to get boring. So I'll do the full thing later on. But the lens will pop through there. So your lens will be on there and you'll have the camera will sit on front. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, this camera might capture it. Okay, there we go. So basically it's going to sit on, your lens will pop through there. You have the leather cover that comes over so that when it sits out, it just covers so you keep it dark. And you'll be able to put your phone and whatever down here, okay? I like this thing so far. So I'll cut this short. I'll be on the Konvos in the morning, and I may have this hooked up. But I'm really liking this so far for $100. And you can put an iPad on it. So, Jody, to answer your question, right there, yeah, the iPad fits on there. The thing is going to be, I think so when you put your software on here, what you do is I have a software called Teleprompt, and Teleprompt is it's an app that's like blue with the little white digital lines on it on the App Store. You can make your margin tight so that it only shows up on the screen. So it doesn't matter how wide your iPad is, you can still show it on the screen and have it. Or you can get a Lilliput monitor. And oh my gosh, love the purple Raven lights. Oh, heck no, Celeste. I got to change that. There we go. Eagles, baby. I got to put it green. I'm making it green. So just because you said purple, I'm like, psh. Okay, Phoenixville High School is purple, so I'll put it back purple. We'll meet in the middle. So should I get that one? So, Sonia, I'll let you know. But to me, this is more versatile. If you want to go bougie, I say just get the Glide Gear TMP. I think it's the 100. Just go ahead and get it. Don't get the 75 because the 75 is going to be too small, and they tell you it won't fit the iPad. This claims to hold the iPad, and my only thing would be is I didn't put the bottom one there. My only thing would just be for this guy here, I would just take the margin and put the margin in to fit the screen, because technically on this Glide Gear that I have, I normally do my teleprompt and I crop it in because I don't use it that wide, so that when I'm reading my notes, my eyes aren't trying to chase across the whole thing. Okay, so new iPad. You mean me? I know these old boys. These the old giants. Yeah, this is actually Caleb's leftover iPad. So I got Caleb's leftover, and my old preaching iPad is older than that one. So, yeah, so I'm sorry I don't have this set up tonight. I just really unboxed it. It is all plastic, so they got a lot of goodies in the bag. Yeah, even this is plastic, and that is the holder for the front. So what it does is it attaches under the bottom. Okay, it's going to attach under the bottom. So it can hold your iPad or whatever out here safely so it doesn't fall. And let's see what's in this box. Nice. Oh, that's what I didn't tell y'all. So check this out. I have this flex head right here. I'm going to show you this flex head that I have on this Edelchrome. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to move this box out of the way real quick. So see this Edelchrome slider right here? That is a flex head right here. And that flex head right here, it actually runs a fortune, okay? And it's kind of like overkill, but it's very sturdy, supports your camera. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you can get one of those for $20. Okay, listen, that one costs over $100. And it's a reason why, because it's built like a rock. It's solid. It's well engineered. Now, they mimic the design, but it's kind of like some fake Air Force Ones, if you will. So you know how people get the fake Air Force Ones and after a while it jacks up, whatever. They actually have like a fake Z stand in here, but it's just enough for the teleprompter. So I'm gonna tell you, it literally looks the same. All right, let's see. Let's get that camera angle. All right, I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. It literally looks the same. It's literally identical. So let me zoom in on this so that you guys can see what's going on here. Look at this. It's literally identical. I mean, it's really mimicked off the same design, except you can feel this is totally cheesy plastic, and this is full, absolute machine CNC engineered metal. Now, does it really do the same thing? It literally does almost the same thing. This only has one Z. This right here has multiple Z lifts on it, okay? And it's where it's tight so it's not going to drop your expensive camera, okay? This only goes up one tier. It's all cheesy plastic. Everything is metal on this joker right here, okay? So you get what you pay for. But what I'm looking at on this right here is they have this set to go on this platform right here, okay? Then your teleprompter sits on here and your camera goes right through. Again, this is a whole $100 cheaper. And all it's going to do is sit your camera in the back. Your camera's going to look through this and it's going to provide you a teleprompt screen. I'm not saying get this over the Glide Gear, but for those people that it ain't that deep, but you want the advantage of a teleprompter, I'm just giving you an alternative. The Neewer has one just like this, but they specifically say it does not work with an iPad. So in that case, you would literally have to go to B&H, and shout out to Diana Gladney. She's on here, and we support one another. She has a B&H affiliate link. It's not taking money out of your pocket, but it's blessing somebody else. But she has a B&H affiliate link, but I would go to B&H and get a Lilliput monitor. I have an A7. Yeah, that's the A7. An A5, which is basically the size of a cell phone. And on this teleprompter here, that is an A11 or something like that, I think. I think it's the A11. The reason being so that when I look at you guys, I'll show you exactly what I see. All right, let me double the screen up. One more time, I'm going to show you what I see. Remember, this is the freebie night, okay? It's the freebie night and being nice here. Okay. Look on that side. That is going to show you, see that? That's what I see there. So that's a teleprompter. In that teleprompter, I can stay looking at you right here. The alternative I'm showing you, and again, like I said, this was just an unpacking. This right here is the A1. What? B&H declined me for an affiliate link. I'm not popular enough. Okay, the heck with B&H. You go to Amazon. If they dissing my girl, then I ain't supporting them like that. All right, thank you, Diana. But once again, people, if you're getting in the teleprompter and you want to do it and you don't want to spend Glide Gear money, I think this is more versatile as well. Listen, this is easier to close up and transport, okay? The buttons and everything are real simple. Look at this. It folds easy. It is light and it is plastic. So you don't want to compare it to the Glide Gear in the sense of its sturdiness. It is a cheaper alternative, but I like it because it actually does more, okay? It kind of does more. So the Glide Gear is kind of like that pro piece that you put on the desk, you leave it there, you launch it, you put you a Sony camera, not a Canon. I'm not hating y'all. You put you a Sony camera back there. And so good. Andor actually makes some good third-party gear. Thank you. Blackman, what is going on? My light-skinned brother, what's happening? So check it out. I'm going to hook this up. Oh, my fault. Devin, what's going on, fam? And look, Kim, wait, you a Canon person, Kim? I'm sorry. I'm not going to hate on the Canon. But whatever camera that you have, you put that sucker behind here. I'm going to have this hooked up probably tomorrow. I'm going to throw it on the stand and see how I like it. Now, what I am noticing is it is narrower here. So I don't think I'm going to get... Yeah, it's going to be smaller because I do have a full frame up here looking at you guys. But before I got up to that screen, I actually was using the Lilliput A7. And if you look at this, the A7 monitor fits perfect right there. So it'll be straight screen to screen. So thanks so much. No worries. I'm sure Keith has an Amazon affiliate link. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm working on that. So Kim is about to join Team Sony tomorrow. Her camera already on the way. Did you watch the Diana tutorial? You need to watch it. Get set up. Kim, you need to go live so we can see you on that Sony. I'm telling you, the picture ain't like nothing else, okay? So look, the A7 Lilliput actually fits on here. So if I had got this first, I probably would have been satisfied. But what I did was I upped the size of the screen on here to give me a bigger view for the teleprompt. Now, I might be really boring a lot of you, wasting your time, but and then I also do have the Parrot. The Parrot is cool, but it's really only for that phone. And I did hook up this Parrot with the Aunt Bell. What's going on? Listen, everybody, shout out to Aunt Bell. I'm going to say it in the column because y'all be talking about me. I'm going to put him on blast. He can't be incognito on this joint. Diana, you thought I was somebody, but when we talk about Jill Scott, when everybody here, everybody hashtag golden. If you just hashtag golden, Anthony Bell, living my life like it's golden. Shout outs to that brother right now. Mr. LA, blonde hair himself, Anthony Bell, living my life like it's golden. Golden, that is the producer, songwriter. That's the man right there. That's it. I said it. I threw it out there. Sheldon, what's going on, man? Spaz is in the house. What are y'all doing up, man? I'm really on here just, throwing out some information about some of the stuff that I'm using. And here is the teleprompter. Wait a minute. You know what's crazy? Ant, you got that phone out? This is crazy right now. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I'm going to get my stuff together here. And I'm going to do that right there. I love the golden record. So, Ant, please shout out Diana Gladney. Say what's up to Diana. Diana is a Jilly from Philly fan all day, in and out. She loves Jill, and she's a golden fan too. So y'all go ahead and just say, living my life like it's golden. Y'all shout each other out. That's how we do in a loving community. Wait, Sheldon, we talking about OGs, man. Be careful there, talking about old people now, okay? And why we get called OGs? They call us OGs like we're like 50 years old. I didn't turn 50 yet. You ain't turned 50 yet, did you, Ant? We ain't 50 yet, and they calling us OGs. And Man can't call us OGs. Tell Man don't call us no OG. He ain't that young. Sick and tired of these people, man. That young calling us OGs like we some ancient fellas or something. We still young. Exactly. And your brothers are old. We young. Shout out to the Bell family, man. We still young boys, man. They calling us some darn OGs. Matter of fact, let me put some darn music on. I'm sitting here talking, ain't got no music on. Let's get down. All right. Since we doing this, Randy, what's going on? He said, Pastor. See, y'all blowing up my identity. But check this out. Right, wait a minute, Daryl. Do not call us OGs. Daryl, you in the category too, man. Don't talk about no OGs now. Shout out to Daryl Robertson, my cousin. The love, golden as well. Daryl's in the picture, okay? And so Diana, Daryl Robertson, if you think of Pharrell, Daryl Robertson for like over 10 years. Band, everything, ride or die, okay? Real talk. World is small. See that? Zach, we're not going to let them call us OGs, bro. We're not doing that, right, Zach? We're not doing that. These young boys going to step it up. Now, any young boy that's over 30 years old, you do not get to call Zach, me, or Daryl OGs. Y'all got it? If you are over 30, you do not get to call us OGs. That's it. Am I right, Ant? Ant, please co-sign. Y'all was doing it in the 80s. Hey, Daryl, just because listen, Daryl, your pop was my big brother that looked out for me when I started. But I fit in between you and your pops. So y'all don't get to call us OGs, all right? We still considered young boys. That's why I put this hat on, because without the hat, I do look like an OG. So I keep this hat on, the beanie, to try to get a young boy look. Shout out to James Poyser, put me up on this hip hop capsule shirt. See, I do stuff to keep myself looking young. Diana, it's crazy. The Sheik is in the house. What's going on, Sheik? Benjamin Haley. Wait a minute. Benjamin T. Haley. See, Pelzy, y'all OGs from a real OG. Come on, man. This must be OG night. Is this OG night, everybody? See, y'all messing with my emotions. You know what we gonna do here? I'm gonna tell y'all what we gonna do here. Cause y'all gonna help me test out as I get my show back in order. Diana, I'm telling you, it's about to get busy right now, okay? It's really about to get busy because some of the folks Wait a minute. I'm going to do this. See, last time, I hit Daryl up while I had Smurf and Paris on. And Daryl looks at the interview thing and was like, yo, what's this, cuz? See, the bougie people, they don't just come on your show. They just, your character is making me, what? 23rd birthday, 23rd anniversary of my 30th birthday. Listen, my dude David knows how to say it best. How he says, notice what he says, you got to do the math. I just celebrated my 23rd anniversary of my 30th birthday. And guess what? The truth of the matter is, when somebody says something like that, when they say, I just celebrated my, what did you say again? You said, I just celebrated my 23rd anniversary of my 30th birthday. That really means something. And the truth of the matter is, when I see that people say stuff like that, it makes me pull up some of these things, all right? And what I need to do is, here it is. Y'all ready? I almost found it. Come on, man. Where is it at? I got my stuff here. I almost got it. Y'all hang on. All right. So, all right, cool. I just had to get some things lined up here. Who wants to come on? Want to be on your YouTube? Ant, wait a minute. Let me see. Ant, you got Messenger? If you got Messenger, let me know you got Messenger. All right. So I'm going to do this. Y'all think I'm playing? Let me see. And all right. So Ant, check your Messenger out. All right. Check Messenger out. Check it out real quick. We only doing tests tonight. No. Don't do that one. Jeez. Ant, don't hit that link. I'm about to send you a different link. That's the wrong one. Or else you be hanging out with Pastor Waller if you hit that first link. you be in a preacher chat if you hit that first link. Hit the second link. Okay, Ant, hit the second link. It's making me want to be on your YouTube channel. Oh, you coming on now? Dak, Steve Levy in the house, man. Y'all playing around. Hey, y'all want to talk about fire, man? Y'all are doing some tracks that are fire, and I'm loving it. Philly, keep up the good work. Y'all got me off of this teleprompter. Here's what I'm gonna do. For my Ecamm community, Let's Get Live crew, Diana, everybody, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this plastic stuff and I'm gonna put it away, and I'm gonna wake up early in the morning. I'm gonna get up early in the morning and I'm gonna put this thing together. Yeah. See, that's why I never hoop, because I can't hoop. So you should see my teleprompter keep. It's 2 picture frames screwed together. I would love to upgrade. Oh, Lord. Okay, here comes the invites. You right, 5-hour energy. Yes, Ant. Messenger on Facebook. Look in Messenger. We are friends. So check out Messenger and hit the button real quick. The legend is teaching. Listen, Hayward, I ain't got no teacher, man. I don't have no teacher, man. But guess what? Since y'all on here, to give everybody time, I'm going to do something. And since y'all on here live, I'm going to give y'all a quick preview of something that's going to pop on tomorrow. And I think the first thing I'm going to pop off tomorrow is this right here. Let me see. Dead ends, rough roads. Okay, so look. Some paths lead to a dead end. That's what we doing. All right, y'all check out my quality and what's not. Let me see. No, I'm going to do lag. How about Law and Grace? Law and Grace. All right, Kate, real quick. Y'all type in #wow. We're going to do it. This is exclusive tonight. I'm going to give Ant Bell time to look into his messenger box. And he's about to sneak a preach. I'm going to just do it on the bike, Jody, okay? Okay, I need some tracks for my background music. I will pay. Listen, Hayward Hamilton is not lying, y'all. Wait a minute. Hayward, just hit Juan up. Juan, say what's up. Y'all should have met before, or y'all know everybody that everybody know everybody from Philly. So, Juan, make sure you go ahead and put your hand up, Juan. Just put your hand up so Hayward can see you. Hayward, real talk. Juan has been making tracks. He's loaded me with a lot of different tracks. And he will not charge you through the roof. And then, as y'all heard, Hayward said, I'll pay. So he's not asking or begging anybody. Now, Man say he got you. Listen, I think everybody know how to work with each other. So Any producers or songwriters out there, and also Diana Gladney is in the column, and anybody from my Let's Get Live crew, put LGL in there so everybody know who you are. I think this is a good season for giving and receiving. And so the people that I work with in the Let's Get Live crew, we are givers, but ain't nobody cheap. And so musicians, producers, if you just got lay around tracks that you ain't even trying to play them when you go to work with certain artists, but you know it's still dope, holler at content creators and allow them to push your music. Jody right here is a pastor, okay? But he is a content creator. Randy, content creator, okay? Right here, listen, everybody, you wanna know Diana Gladney, okay? Large platform, well-known. I think you might want her to play your tracks as well, okay? So I would just go ahead and do it. So let's go to this word on wheels. After this word on wheels, I got my man in the house. See, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he make a way? And then we're gonna go live, okay? And I got my man in the house. So let me stop this track real quick. I'm gonna hit that. And look, Diana, I got my buttons. Yes! I got my buttons. I'm gonna hit it again. Tell me y'all heard that, because I'm working on it so that my Puerto Rican girl won't hate on me, okay? There we go. Felicia, everybody in the house. Here we go. Let's go to our word on wheels, and this is going to be our law and grace. Check it out. So, here's your word on wheels. Let's talk about grace. I'm on a bike here, right? And I'm riding, and I'm headed. Oh, there's a car coming behind me. Perfect example. Here's a car coming behind me, and I'm headed towards a stop sign. Let's see what happens. Car comes behind me. Oh, he's not coming now. But anyway, here's the example. If that car would have come up to the stop sign, that car must stop at this stop sign. Now watch what happens. I basically look both ways. Nobody's coming. So what do? I go straight through it. And guess what? Even if a cop was there, the cop's not going to stop me. Even though technically I should stop. But it's not a law for me to actually stop at that stop sign. Now here's the crazy thing. If I run the stop sign and a car hits me, technically I'm at the fault. That's an understanding of grace. There's a grace where law actually sits in the picture. This four-way stop sign here is actually a law. Depending on who you are approaching that depends on the grace allowed. If you are a car, right, and you run through that stop sign, you actually break the law. If you're a bike, you basically can ignore it, but there's not a law that says that you actually have to stop at the stop sign, okay? And cops won't bother you if you don't stop at that stop sign. Now, in some territories, they actually do, but not all. So the good part in all of that is that when you understand grace, you don't want to frustrate that grace. In other words, you don't want to just keep riding through stop signs like it doesn't matter, because it just may be that day where some knucklehead is flying through it. See the car behind me? They actually have to stop at that stop sign. And so that's just a picture of how grace is in the picture, but you still want to think about the law. Now, you don't have to trouble yourself over the law, but the law is there to help you for your safety and good life. I hope that helps somebody. I'm coming up on a red light, but there is turn on red. Now, I ain't blowing a red light because common sense tells me that everywhere else got the green light. I ain't stupid. That's your word on wheels, holla. All right, I hope that helps somebody out. When we're talking about law and grace, it's real simple. This is not a religious debate. It's not a theological battle. It's not trying to get too deep. But what it is saying is that I'm using a bike illustration to show you. Most of us bikers, we fly right through a stop sign if we don't hear any cars coming. That doesn't mean that the stop sign doesn't have significance, because if a Mack truck is at the stop sign as you're coming up to it and he made his little rolling stop and he's ready to go, if you get in front of that truck and get hit, it's your fault, because by law, you should have stopped at that stop sign. The light, thank you, Diane. I hope that was good. Ant, tune me up real quick. Put me in the key of A flat. Ant is on the Ant is on the scene. I'm about to bring my boy in the picture. Y'all hang on 1 second. Let me see. New scene. Let me take me out of the way. I'm going to decrease while somebody else increases, and I'm going to put him on the spot. Ant Bell is in the house. What's going on, brother? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, man. What are you doing, Ant? Hold on. Let me unmute you. There we go. Can I hear you? Can y'all hear Ant? What's going on, bro?
Hey, man. How you doing? Your camera looks crazy.
Hey, man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It ain't nothing but a little old iPhone 3. That's all.
Really?
No. It's a Sony camera. And matter of fact, if you want to know about cameras, go to Diana Gladney's page and look up Canon M50. It's like I'm playing. That's my girl. That's a whole long story. I have to stand with.
I ordered the M50, right? And then it didn't come. It was God.
Look at that.
I ordered it last week.
Diana, won't you tell him? Won't he do it? Won't he make a way? He ordered the Canon and it never came. Kombucha, please listen to what happened. The Lord did not allow him to get that Canon M50. So are you going to get a Sony, brother?
I'm going to get the Sony now. Whatever you got, that's what I want.
Okay, Sony A6600. You want to go ahead and get an A6600. Come on, y'all say A6600. We believe it right now. The Ant Bell is going to get that. What's up, brother, man? I miss you, man.
Man, I miss y'all too, man. I miss Philly, but you know, I got a vibe there. I like your studio. It's crazy.
What, dude? I have nothing here. It's nothing going on here, honestly. No, seriously. Great. You know what it is? I got a bunch of junk sitting here right now, and I got to get ready to break it down. And it's matter of fact, we're here. Hold up. I'm sorry. Wrong. Jesus, I'm so sorry, man. I hit the wrong button. It's nothing but the room, and you know output. Remember the little trigger joint everybody use, Splice or something?
Yeah. It's
a desk from Output. I just got that, and then I just lost my vibe for music, and I actually and the keyboard is sitting underneath here, and I had not been doing tracks or nothing like that, and so I kind of got into this content creation. And I just been on here doing shows and stuff until I started to get my vibe back.
You do an amazing job, man. You were born to do this.
Yeah, all right, man. Well,
no, I'm serious. Like the way you talking and the vibe of it, it's like you sound like you need to be heard, bro.
I'm trying. You know what I'm trying to do, man? Connect. And we don't have to unpack all of our story and stuff, but you know, one thing I love about us, man, is we go back far enough. I'm gonna kind of park that right there for now. Me and you go way back, and so we got a whole cloth connection, if you will, you know. And your brothers, man, I love the family, the whole nine. My cousin Daryl, who's on here, who's basically your cousin too. Everybody, most people don't know our stories, man, and how deep and rooted that we go back. How you feeling right now with this COVID-19 stuff, man? What are you feeling like?
I'm not worried about it, but you know, I'm concerned about the state of the world, but I'm not concerned about my state. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's good, bro. So, that's real good. That's real good. Cause I seen you set the studio up in COVID. Like I seen you just like. Every time I looked up, you was setting something up, you vibing. I'm like, yo, get it, man. Like, you in the zone, in my opinion.
You just gotta keep going, man. You can't stop. I think what it is, man, like people just kill their whole world with fear. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People die from fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they get stifled and they just can't move. I was reading an article about that couple who went to Canada to go get the vaccine. It was this rich couple, and they wound up getting arrested because they wasn't supposed to be up in Canada getting a vaccine. They falsified their documents. Like, it ain't that deep.
Wow.
You don't have to go to jail to get the vaccine.
Right.
Trust God. You all right?
Right. Right.
That deep. Come on, y'all.
Dude, it's a continuance. and it's funny because you Philly guy, Jersey Philly guy, and it's like you all the way over on the West Coast. But you know what I love about music, man, and where we all come from is like the like you said, the continuance, like the creativity. And without getting spiritually deep, if we're created in God's image and there's a creativeness in us, you know, it's something about always finding something within you to keep going in spite of what's going on around you. So when I saw you on the turn up, I just saw consistency. When I'm scrolling past and seeing stuff on your page, the pictures, the videos, I just saw consistency, and I'm just like, my man. And we find our consistency however we need to find it. So, I mean, yeah. So what you got going on right now, if you don't mind telling us?
I'm producing some kids, and they're really, really talented. And I'm just doing a lot of writing with different artists and different people, and just really just trying to tap into the music on a deeper level. And you know, today was a good day. It was just another day. I had a meeting with Rock Nation. Was doing some stuff with some of the people.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I think what's happening in, you know, some of the music that I could do all types of the music right now, like the current music that people are doing, but people are actually reaching out for the music that we started.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all started. You know what I mean? That old,
you said it right. You said it right. We're gonna say it right there. We started.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I got
the progression was y'all, and then we kind of came after. It was like a stepping stone, because it definitely was something new. It wasn't nothing that was already created. It started with y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm seeing now is that people want that sound, man. But if you could couple that sound with what's happening now, you could win. You know, you could definitely win. You know, I've been playing old records with people that people are like, oh, this is crazy. Like, it's because it transcends time. Stuff I've done in 2008 is still working now, like demos. Yep. People hear, you know, you just got to tweak it a little bit, but people hear some of that old stuff like, yo, what is that? I need that.
Right.
Because nobody's really like tapping into that realm.
Right. You know, it's crazy. So both of us work with Jasmine Sullivan, right? Because you work with Jasmine too, right? Yeah, we got nominated with Jasmine. It's funny. So did you work on her new project?
I didn't work on a new project, but we are working on some music. That wasn't nice. This project is just supposed to be an EP.
Okay.
So
okay.
Our album is coming after this.
Okay. So to everybody watching, myself and my buddy Darren Henson, a few others, everybody kind of worked with Jasmine, and we actually got a Grammy nomination with Jasmine. Aunt Belle has worked with Jasmine. We've done work that came out, didn't come out, all of that stuff, and it's just amazing that a lot of the stuff that we did was old stuff, like mad old stuff. You know, I think when we worked with her, she had a ton of stuff she had already cut with you, and then she changed her mind, like, I ain't coming out. And this is like, whoa. But you're absolutely right. So shout out to Juan and a lot of people that may be watching now about great music and how when you make timeless music, it's always on time when you need it. And so I think that's a word that most people need to know. When you make timeless music, it's always on time for when you need the music.
It's so funny that you say that, because today I played records for a new artist that loves Jasmine. And I played these records for the A&R, and they was like, yo, this is crazy. We love this. They was doing flips. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And it's not particularly something that was done like within the last 5 years. So some stuff was, some stuff wasn't. But, you know, when you make good music, man, it transcends time. You know?
Well, yeah. And I can't even begin to tell you, like, I was so inspired watching you in your zone, because it's a time now when it's not about OGs and young boys. It's about just music plainly. And anybody can win now, and some people don't know that. Anybody can win now. It's like it's so open season, and the world is so jacked up, just with just with the obvious. And so when you muster up the strength and just find a peaceful place, I'm excited for the music that's going to come out of it. Now, I mean, I've been quiet, but I've been here by myself working, but I started doing some stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not pushing it because I know I haven't been in that zone quite there, but I just been starting to do it. And shout out to Zach. Zach Williams is on here. Man and Aaron have been like killing it on the low with their sacrifice as well, and people connecting while they got the time. And I think it's about to be a boom of music that's just going to be popping off. Like, I mean, sick, man. I'm excited for it. And, Vidal, he's been doing his mixing and stuff. He's like, boys, it's going to be hot, man.
The Philly Renaissance ain't dead yet.
Nah.
He's still breathing.
It's not. Now, when we talk about OGs, we all just got to keep it 100 and be like, Papa James Poyser is the man. Like, I can't. Yeah. There's no other way to say that. Like, James is the humblest, dopest dude. That's kind of like the oldest, youngest, never aging, whatever. OG. Mm-hmm. Like, James is just the man. I don't even want to start on him. Like, I love James, man. I just love him, man.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for James, I mean, he gave a lot of people opportunities.
Yeah.
He's just a selfless cat, always teaching, always learning from other people. Mm-hmm. And he's just a good guy, man. Just a big heart,
Yeah.
And I always tell him, man, I was like, yo, man, I wouldn't even be in the music industry if it wasn't for you. Give me a shot,
Yeah.
I begged him to work in the studio. A lot of people don't know that. I begged to work in the studio. I ain't beg him, but I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna work for free. He's like, no, man, you ain't gotta work for free. You ain't gotta work for free. I'm gonna pay you. Me and Vic gonna pay you. I was like, nah, I'm gonna work for free, bro.
Yo,
and
man.
I think a lot of cats, Keith, coming up nowadays, there's an element that's missing. The element is that to get something from somebody that you want, you have to want to give something. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think a lot of cats just want to receive, and they don't really want to, help somebody out. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get on a situation, you can't just get on a bandwagon. You got to pay the fare. You know what I'm saying? What's Daryl saying?
Daryl said James Poyser was mean to me, though. Oh, somebody better tell James. He said, James, nobody's going to believe you, Daryl. Nobody's going to believe. Nobody's going to believe that, man.
It's ridiculous. He probably just ain't understand you, man. That's all.
Yeah, how about that? Everybody's going to take up for James, Daryl. You know that. But go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you were saying, though. Like I think people are really getting this, though. So you know what's crazy, Amp? Let me say something that one of my brothers from the community, this like whole content creators community. His name is Lemuel, and he does a thing we call it Lem Drops. So Lem, I was on the Clubhouse with him, and he was talking about the fact that he said the tree is not afraid of the next season. Okay, because it's rooted. Now he dropped some deep stuff in his Clubhouse, and he was talking about how we shouldn't be afraid of the moochers. And I think all of us producers and musicians can get this. It's like, don't be afraid of the moochers. The Stephen Fords, the Jimmy Shorts, the James Poysers, and countless musicians, including yourself. A lot of y'all that have really made it, y'all didn't have an afraid of the moochers. Meaning, if you had that chord that everybody was like, yo, Ant is dope on the organ, cat sliding in trying to be like, what you doing the left hand? We moochers, because we trying to find out. When you come in the studio, it's like, man, Ant always had a dope keyboard sound. We looking at each other equipment. When Puffy came down our studio, Puffy was like, y'all using this joint? That's what mic y'all use? Like, that's mooching. And he rich. He ain't need to, but it's like, when you're not afraid of the moochers, it's kind of like a Jewish principle where they talk about It's a book called The Business Secrets of the Bible by Rabbi Lapin. And Rabbi Lapin talks about how the authentic Jew believes in giving and believes in saying thank you to 5 people a day. Little stuff like that. And that's their principle. So, in the black church, we talk about tithing 10%. They match their tithes with, okay, here's a tithing of my money, possession, but it's also my time in a sense of what have I given that's of value that I know people are looking at like, yo, Aunt, what keyboard is that behind you? And you kind of like, oh, it's a Moog so-and-so, you can get that. It's like me and a few of us with the cameras on here. Some cats like, oh, don't tell people what kind of camera you're using. Nah, I use a Sony. Because what you going to do with it is probably different than what I'm doing with it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not afraid to give, then the principle of receiving comes. You don't give to get, but you give because it's a nature. And when you do it by nature, a consequence of the giving is the receiving. So you take Juan, for example. Juan just said, here, bro, man. And he just gave me a bunch of tracks. Now, you can get paid for them or you can just sit around and not have it. But it's just like, okay, the folder he gave me, I just keep recycling on my show the stuff that he got. And then people like, yo, that track banging. All right, I hear you, Pels. I'm like, I ain't do that. Who did it? My man Juan did it. Now, the problem will be, it may, some people may want to pay him for it. Then some people might want to mooch. But sooner or later, somebody's going to give. And they're going to, and listen, if you don't have a buy me a coffee, get a buy me a coffee. Everybody that's in the content creation and stuff, I'm telling y'all right here, y'all need to get a buy me a coffee right there. That's like so that is kind of like a cash app. And you know what it is, Ant? It's something where you can give, like you can say, okay, here's Ant Bell's studio. And this is how I got my room set up. You can do it like a little video of, here's a tutorial of my room right here. And I got this, that, and the third. Now, I may want to say, I really want to get into production. So I may need more of your time than just seeing your room. So now I need an hour of your time and I'm willing to pay you for an hour of your time. In this app, you can set it. Okay, you can set and say, okay, if you want the more, here's a video, you can see my room, whatever. If you want the more, you can do a session with me and I can show you how I do my logic, how I use plugins and whatnot. So it's real easy to sign up on. And as you go live,
check that out.
Oh, dude, you definitely got to check it out, man. Always got to check it out.
Coffee. That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Buy Me a Coffee, man, and it's a wonderful piece, man. Elaine, what's going on, sis? She said, I love that vibe in the studio. It was as needed as water. Yes. So what God has for you, it is for you, and ain't nothing more nobody else can do. Come on, Carla. Come on. So agreed. It's not the tools. It is the skill of the master using it. Boom. So, Ant, to your point about giving, great point. It's not the tools. It's the skill of the master using it. And so you have so much in you, and when you learn to give, you're going to receive because what's in store for you, as Carla's saying, it's going to come to you. And so I think as we learn to give, especially in this season, I hate saying those words, season, sound like a preacher, but as we learn to give in these seasons, it's going to open the portal up for what we're looking to receive. Definitely.
I love that word. That's a beautiful piece. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So, what do we do? I mean, and we talked about, we got to always keep the Christianity piece alive. Like, what do we do when we work with people or we're around people that want to be around us, but we know that they may be detrimental to, not detrimental, but like, we know that they don't want to reciprocate.
Okay, you meaning like as you give, they don't want to give back per se?
Yeah.
There's in my opinion, I believe that there's a spiritual filter in us where we know where to put the brakes on it at. Like, you kind of know when to stop. Like, you have that buffer to know when you're about to be used, and you know when the giving is just, that's what I'm designed to do today. There's a certain amount I'm gonna give off today. So today, like tonight when I got on, I was just showing the teleprompter. I was just messing around. I'm like, whosoever will, let him come. I look up and it's like 24 people on here now. You know what I'm saying? I was just farting around like, I'm gonna just be up for a little quick second and then I'm gonna be off. But we go live and, you know, I specifically said, this is a freebie I'm going to give. Now, there are people that'll jump and they'll look. And even at the beginning of COVID, I had people, hey, what's going on? And I kind of felt my spirit. You just want to know, like, you asking, I'm going to tell you what I'm using. We get off of here, I'm going to be like, Ant, get you the camera. I'm going to tell you to do the Man startup kit and the whole nine. Shout out to Man again. I'm just joking, but like
60.
Yeah, you know, yeah, the A6600. Diana may tell you something else. Yeah, but I would do the A6600. Anything A61, 64, 66. All three of those are great. You're going to get a cam link from Best Buy, or if Diana has an affiliate link, Diana, you might want to go ahead and put up a link that you have. But it's an easy kit that you get it, hook it up to your Mac. It's going to give you that webcam, and you'll be able to put different lenses on there. So like, see this lens here? You can put a 16 millimeter on it, open up the room. You can do your overhead shots. So when you're doing your equipment and stuff. So matter of fact, my keyboard is under here. I'm gonna show you the keyboard. But you can do.
How many cameras you got, bro? You got like ESPN over there.
You can so when you do your keyboard and stuff, you can, like when you're doing tutorials or something like that, or you're doing studio vibes, you can do this. Like in my opinion, I would even pitch songs like this. So if you're doing tracks for people, I would do the track like, yo, in the studio, like the other night, how you said in the studio, you launch on Ecamm. I'm gonna send you my affiliate link. You launch on Ecamm, you can just sit there and be like, yo, I'm in here vibing. And that's when in your giving, people will look at it and it's kind of like, you might have songwriters like, yo, inbox me that track right there. You take it down, inbox it, and start on another one live while you sitting in the studio. So you can literally sit on and do stuff like that and just open up, you know, the floodgate of different things that you want to do. So, okay, she said, A66 is my favorite.
Too. If Daryl's still on here, that's what I want to do with them. I want to like start doing sessions with Adam and all them, but like we do it like over the internet.
Right. And were you out there with Brian Moore? Shoot, did you hook up with Brian yet?
I did. I'm trying to get over there. My cousin Jay is trying to link it up.
Okay.
I'm trying to get over there to Briz.
Okay, like between Brian, John with that Spank, little Trey, and these jokers.
Yeah, I did talk to Trey.
Okay.
Trey Chandler. Yeah.
Okay.
And Kendall. Kendall's out here. We talk.
Okay. Yo, y'all got to do it, man. But you definitely want to get that A66. I definitely would say grab the A66.
How many you got?
Huh?
How many you got?
How many cameras?
You got like 5 of them?
5, yeah.
Out of the A66?
No, I don't have 5 A66 and shoot. No, that's the tutorial version of the cheaper cameras that I also have where like for example, A61 cheap camera, let me see. That's the A66 right here. And then there's the A7. That's the A7. That's the photography camera. And then this one right here is a cheap camera as well. So you don't want to spend a bunch of money on cameras. It's just going to do like an overhead shot or something like that. You want to, you kind of just want to, you spend the money on your main camera so it keeps your eye focus and everything. And then after that, you just throw the other cameras up around the room. Right. Or,
can I use the Osmo? Would an Osmo work with that?
An Osmo will work, but I would just say spend the money and get an A5100 online. You get it used. You get an A51, hook it up with a cam link into your computer. You definitely want to go to Ecamm. All my Ecamm people, put up your affiliate link.
So I'm saying an Ecamm, a 6600 and a 5100.
Yes, if you want more than one camera. if you want more than one camera. Like that studio, we gotta talk because you can set that studio up great. And show everybody studio. You mind showing everybody the studio?
No, I don't.
Turn the camera sideways, man. Listen, y'all gotta see. Ant got the dope retroness popping off. Turn it sideways so we can see that HD look. It should flip the screen. Will it flip?
No, not in this mode.
Oh, okay. But check the studio out, y'all. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Y'all see that? Come on, everybody. Put your hands together in the column. Come on, you gotta do it like that, Ant. Do it. Check it out, y'all.
It's just a simple setup.
Philly, y'all. So look,
the V-drum.
Sammy saw what you. Sammy, do you have the NS10Ms in there?
Yeah.
Yup, my man Sammy saw it. Jody says, sweet. Yup, Jody, you see it. He said, wait, Dave Stevens is in the house? Come on, Dave. What's going on, bro? And I love it, man.
I was supposed to get with Dave.
Well, look, he's on here. See, people see that you live. They tuning in. They know what time it is. They like Aunt Bell's in the house.
Get together, man.
Huh?
Yeah, I got to get together with Dave.
I want to get out there.
He's a hop, skip, and a jump from me.
I want to get out there soon, man. I get out there and holler at everybody or something like that sometime soon.
Yeah, man.
So what's the climate like out there, if you don't mind telling us? Like, is everybody
today,
like really wilding out? Like,
it's raining. You mean the climate of like
of like
weather
COVID?
Or the climate of the people?
No, the people with
you know
COVID.
What? It's chill. It's not. Don't believe the news, man. Like the news will have you frantic.
Okay. So it is chill. People are kind of like they're masking up a little bit.
They're masking up. People are moving about this as normal, man. It's not nothing crazy.
Okay. All right.
But the restaurants were closed. I think they're about to reopen this week. The restaurants and all that. But
my boy lives in Orange County, and he was just saying it was wild down there. My man lives in Orange County, and he works in the medical field. And he did say it was kind of like chill. He just said it's like, sometimes with the parties, he said the parties were a little bit out of control though.
Yeah.
So, and cops are having to shut parties down. But for the most part, he's saying the same thing you said,
Yeah, it's no different. What I would say, the weather is nice, It's been really nice out here. Basically spring now.
I see,
but it's
man.
raining today. It's supposed to rain for like a week.
Well, you're not in Southern California though, right?
No, I'm not in Southern California.
It never rains in Southern. It never rains in Southern California, man.
It's gonna rain for a week. It's raining right now. That's the crazy part.
Oh my gosh, man! Now let me ask you this: do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't have a YouTube channel.
Get a YouTube channel, Ant. Like seriously, get a YouTube channel. Check it out. I want you to meet my girl. Diana Gladney is in the house. Say what's up to Diana, man.
What's up, Diana?
What's going on?
Diana, you are sitting on here with two prominent Philly producers right here. Aunt Bell.
I know.
You got Daryl Robertson in the column. You got the workers and producers and songwriters and people that work with Jill Scott up in the house.
I know, man. It's so crazy. It's like you buy somebody's album and you listen to like every word and you never know like the people behind it. So it's full circle right now.
Well, now you can say, next time when you listen to Golden and you playing Golden, wait a minute, Ant, you did Emotional Roller Coaster too, right?
No,
Is that you?
Was Day did that.
What did you do with Vivian Green though?
And what? I did Complete.
But you worked on her album.
About 3 or 4 songs.
Okay, so he's if you like Vivian Green.
Listen, that album is so good that I was listening to Vivian Green. They ain't going through no emotional trauma, just like, but I understand her pain.
Oh Lord,
it's just like everybody had to. He went to lunch and he sat at the table with another girl. And they just listening to Emotional Road, whole album in high school. It's like we ain't going through nothing, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Like, did you see he skipped second lunch and went to third with her? Let me pull out this Vivian Green real quick. It was serious business. Okay.
So when you look on Jill, you look on Vivian. What other artists you work with, Ant, that she needs to know?
I think Jasmine Sullivan, Jewel.
There you go.
Faith Evans.
Faith Evans. See, we got that in common. Okay, we both work with Faith too. So So if you look up Anthony Bell, you can say, "Oh, I was on the platform with Anthony Bell." And
That's crazy.
And in her world, the YouTube world, you can say, "I know Diana Gladney." Like that. Trust me, that's big shout out, name drop right there. Trust me. You may not know it in our world, but I'm telling you, we say y'all gonna learn today. I learned.
Yes.
I learned, and I'm like, won't he do it?
Exactly. Won't he do it? Won't he will?
Will he won't?
Will he won't? Lord have mercy.
I'm trying to also get those. I need those links because I need that camera to look like.
I put all three of them in there. Deacon Pelzer, Bishop Pelzer, need to get them Amazon affiliate links going.
Yeah, that's why I put hers out there. So if you go to her YouTube page, subscribe to it, everybody. She doesn't beg. I'm just going to tell y'all, support my sister. She really cares. She gives back.
I appreciate it.
Everything she's doing, she's the truth, Aunt, for real, for real. And like, if you need to reach out to her, ask her a question, she's going to reach back out to you and make sure you get the correct information. She has repented.
On her heels now.
Oh, listen, Aunt.
Wait, what?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hey, Aunt, let me say this and listen to me loud and clear.
Oh my goodness.
She is a true born again believer, and
Listen.
she has repented. No, you're not on screen. I'm about to mute you. She has repented because when you go to her YouTube, Aunt, you are likely to see the reason why you need a Canon M50.
Oh my goodness.
But it's an old one, and it looks fresh. But she has since repented and said that Canon M50 is the devil and the truth ain't in it. And Jesus is in the Sony camera. That's all I have to say about the situation.
Wait. See, the problem is, he the one that needed to repent. It's like when somebody go up and they pray, Lord, I'm praying for my wife, this woman that thou hast given me. I don't know. And he the main one wrong all day long. Lord, I don't know why she don't listen to nothing I say. Help her, Lord. It's like you praying for the other person, but you the one need prayer. Okay. Even today, I bought a new Sony camera. I got another one.
What you done
It's
did,
the ZV-1. I got the ZV-1. So I've since 2019 June of 2019, mind you. So had you not listened to the word, amen. If you have not been listening to the scripture,
give her B flat, Aunt. Give her B flat or something.
It's thine own fault.
Oh, he got you. He got your key. He got your key. He got your key.
There you go. It is thine own fault. So Keith out here recommending to all the bishops of America, okay, to get the Canon M50 off a 2018 video in 2020, and now I need to want to repent. I don't think this is accurate. I don't think this is accurate.
Because before I met her, I was like, yo, look, Zach got her. I had her on the show with Zach, and Zach threw her out there on Front Street. He said, I went all in, spent my last paycheck watching your videos.
Not my fault.
And she straight up told him, I ain't tell you not one time to go get it.
hey. You gotta get that Metal Gear Solid. What was that noise? Wasn't me.
Oh, I'm working on my triggers. Look. You hear that? I'm working on my triggers, yo.
Up a preacher at the banquet.
Exactly.
It's not like somebody backing up the preacher at the banquet when they have no warning. They can take 2 more sounds.
Yo, man, them triggers be killing me. Well, hold on, wait. Yeah, I got.
There you go.
Look, Diane, I'm working on it because I'm gonna surprise India with my little triggers.
Oh yeah.
I'm lining them joints up, girl. What else you got?
Yeah,
what you got?
I was at him. I got the Family Feud. we was playing around last night.
I gotta get it. Play it again.
The Family Feud. I want you to get a copyright strike. We got some stuff coming, and then it was like, you know how you be on Clubhouse and people be like, so what's your question? They'd be like, well, since I was 3 years old, I've been a music producer. So I've been, it's like, yo, what is your question? Right. Not your life story.
Oh, and do you ever been on Clubhouse and that be happening?
Yes.
I was on the platform and it was like 3 other producers in the room, but the subject was something that had nothing to do with music. Matter of fact, I was in one with Ryan Leslie talking about Bitcoin. And so, I had mentioned somebody on the platform knew who I was. So they was like, oh yeah, my man Keith Belzer. And I said, oh, Ryan Leslie, glad to be on here. I was like, I said, yo, fan of your music. Like everybody give him a shout out, like, yo, fan of your music, whatever. And you get right to Bitcoin. And so he looked at my profile. He was like, yo, what you work on? And I was like, Philly producer, Jill, whatever. He was like, oh, that's what's up. So he started talking to music, and I got off of it, and we went into Bitcoin. Another cat come on stage, I be doing tracks. You know what I mean? It's so,
wait, they be having it queued up in there. Yeah, man, listen to my song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's about 2 minutes in before it hit though. So I'm just gonna let it ride the full 2 minutes. It'd be like, yo, ain't nobody ask you for that. Nobody asked you for that.
Popping in the room, making a commercial break. I got my single coming down.
Okay. I added a clock to mine. Like, look, hey man, time is up. Time is up. We need you to hurry up and get there.
We actually have people going into rooms now, ghosting. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. Alicio said something about somebody. It's like, I don't know how, but I heard about that.
What, ghosting?
You know what it is? Yeah, where you can walk into a room and basically nobody can tell who you are or where the dialogue is coming from because their profile is attached to a ghost profile.
Wow.
So you don't show up, so they can't kick you out the room. Like, you can go in a room with 1,000 people and just basically turn the room upside down.
Oh, my
God. Some dude came to the room the other night. It was cursing. It was like 700 people in the room. He was like, your mother this and that. It was the devil. It was the devil that came in. They shut the whole room down. They had to start the room.
It's like it was doing with Zoom before Zoom got that security.
Yeah,
right? Remember?
Exactly.
Cats coming into elementary school doing P-Valley. They doing P-Valley in elementary school. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Wait.
People don't have nothing better to do.
Kevin has something to say. He said, this is an issue trained to keep me up past my third bedtime. He said, Diana, do you sleep?
Eventually,
we're gonna keep her up past her bedtime.
It's 12:30 here, and 12:30 in the morning. I had just finished the walkthrough because I'm getting ready to drop the settings video for this camera.
Lighting looks so good.
What'd you say?
How do y'all lighting look good?
Oh,
investments.
Diana, go ahead and tell him. See, we got hook Ann up. We gonna hook him up.
Is that how you do it?
Oh, yeah. It's a LED light, so I got the ones in the back that's colored, but I also have like the one in front of me here. Like I turned the one off to the side so you can see it kind of blinking on and off. And I just got a remote for this. And so if I hit the front light, then it's just kind of silhouette and you can see the pink lighting in the back. But that's pretty much it.
Put that other one back on. You look like you're about to like you test it, like you watch them documentaries where you be like,
they do they voice. Right.
And tell them how you saw the murderer. Tell them about that part where you saw the guy walk in and kill somebody, but you don't want nobody to know who you are.
Yeah, so I worked at the bank. I don't want nobody knowing my voice. I just, I seen him come in. He had a lot of money. It didn't look like it was his. Want no trouble. Nobody knew I'm supposed to go to the bank.
That looks good. I would never know who you are.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. See, that's how you get them. That's how you get them right there, though. That's how you get them.
Yeah, that's how. Hey, man, you gotta know how to get away with it. That's why you use your skills. Yeah, use your skills.
So you know what? We can do it. You know what, Diana? We should do an Aunt Bell studio do-over. Like, yeah, that would be hot. So you should go live with Diana, and you could do a do-over. So you'll go to her affiliate link, and you'll find out because you don't need a lot because you're a studio guy, which means you already got the little color lights because we do that for
all of that stuff. Yeah,
we got all that little ambient stuff. Yo, Celeste was on here, and she was like, "Oh, I like them purple lights," and she talking about the Ravens, and I was like, no, the devil is a lie. I will green you in a minute. Look at that.
I will green you.
I had to green you.
It's something about your world that looks so good. I can't take it.
What?
Your background, just everything about your picture is crazy.
It's crispy.
I need that in my life.
You talking about here?
Yeah. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about this video.
You know,
I need that. The
you know
ambience is like so superb.
And look, you know what? And Diana and I, we can tell you. So I'm gonna do. So wait, let me go to Diana real quick. Let me solo.
Blacks in the background.
Like, hold on. Let me solo. Wait, where did Diana go? There we go. See, we do this framing. What's crazy is we do this framing and we just like, we figure out how to. Okay, we got to tell you, it's a Sony thing. Step number one. That's the freebie. So listen, if you've been blessed on tonight, hallelujah. If
Amen.
you've been blessed on tonight, make sure put your buy me a coffee up there, Diana. Put your buy me a coffee up there. It has all the links. Am I hiding your buy me a coffee?
No. I'm not on. I'm just using. I'm straight to the cam link. Just let them. You can send all the support to the Konvos.
Okay,
send it to the Konvos.
Okay. So the thing is, if you see something that you like or you know that you want deeper information, it's the reason why, like what Ann is saying about the giving part, we're not afraid to give. Okay. And so let me put Diane on here, put myself on here. Come on, everybody. Listen, we're not afraid. We're not afraid to give. And when you're not afraid to give, it actually comes back to you. So we're going to give you a little something. You get you these Sony cameras that we're telling you about. The Sony system is the way to go. People who know Canon, all shout out and respect to Canon people. Most of those people are photographers, but if you're just starting out, we do stress just get a Sony, okay? If you've already been in a Canon ecosystem and you know what it is and you know what you're doing, by all means, do what you've been doing. If you got something laying around the house, go get a cam link first, find out if it works. But if you're starting out, get into the Sony ecosystem. And listen, with all that you got going on in there, you want to highlight it right. And you definitely, you want to get with us and get that camera situation set up. Get that 16, what you feeling, Diana, like 16 millimeter up in that joint too?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, because full frame, it'll be ultra wide or whatever. But like the A6600, I put in there the A6600, the cam link, and a 16 millimeter f1.4. Because this is a 35, and this got to sit back some ways. But that way it can like sit on his desk. He got multiple angles. And if you want to get in tighter, he can do the clear image zoom. So that's honestly this setup over here.
Y'all gonna make me speak in tongues.
Right.
That's all right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Let the Lord use you.
Let him use you. Won't he do
Let
it?
him use.
Won't he do it? Let me give
will.
you full screen here, sister. Let me give you full screen. Boom.
So this is this setup right here. This A6600 and the Sigma 16 millimeter lens. This is just a microphone on the side. I could take this off if I wanted to, because you're not gonna use this no way. And well, you could, but this is all that this setup is this right here. So that way, no matter what you're doing, this is the A6600 and the Sigma 16 millimeter lens. So no matter what, I'm good to go when it comes to me being on camera, and you have plenty of width and length and all of that stuff. It'd be plenty wide if you set it up on a desk, or if you want to put it off on a tripod and like get you and an artist that you're working with. Because plenty wide in small spaces. That's the whole thing with this setup.
You said the word. That's why we need to do an Ant Bell studio makeover for live streaming, because he's going to be working with artists. And you definitely, Ant, you need Ecamm. Did you get the new Mac Mini M1?
Me?
No,
Ant.
Okay.
Ant. That it's a cheap solution. You can grab it, but listen. If you deal with us and we tell you about this M1 and like if you were to run outside of your music computer, if you had a computer set up with Ecamm, you could be streaming live, or you can record your sessions in it. And if you watch my Sunday sermon broadcast, I do automatic camera switching while I do my sermon in one camera. Just imagine being in the studio and you have a camera set on the artist in the booth. I mean, a good quality camera. You have the keyboard console or the mixing board area and one full shot at the room, and you just have that rolling while you're doing the session. You are grabbing footage that you can use for like different interviews and the whole nine, and you grabbing quality. Yeah. You grabbing quality, like you can't miss with that. So I'm going to show you.
And hold on. Let's piece the resistance.
Come on, girl.
Okay. Raise your hand to receive this one. When you use a Sony camera, what happens is you can be live streaming, you have to set up on your desk, but you can also be recording internally at the exact same time. So even if you got overlays or you on somebody else's stream or whatever, and you want to have that footage of you and your artist and stuff like that and just have a clean feed, maybe you're going to put this on Instagram or whatever the case is, you can record and live stream at the same time. And it has unlimited recording.
Say it again. Say that word again.
Unlimited
Say that
recording.
Word. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Say it for the people.
Unlimited recording.
Come on now.
4K, that's downsample from 6K, which means it's really 6K, and they have squeezed that into the 4K file. So it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke.
Yeah, there we go.
Serious business.
So
and I know you're probably doing a soundbite of this, watching about 30 seconds. It's going to be just a clip of me saying it is serious business.
Why do you know me so well, Diana?
Because you kept it up too long. You kept me on screen a little too long. I said, oh, this is the recording session. I should have went to the blackout mode where it just...
And you know me for a long time. I'm so bad. I love her. So look, I'm going to show you, Aunt. This is the... Let me... Wait.
Here we go.
I'm trying to find it. No, I'm not going to get you. So look, that's the A66 I got set up here. And so I just got her sitting on here on this this slider, so that what you would probably do is get a slider too, Ant, so that you can have movement in your sessions. So you might put it on top of your desk here. So like while you're doing computer work or whatever, you might have it over here, so it's like sliding past the microphone to give you like a little bit of shot. You literally can do a one-man production sitting while you're doing the session. You can just have this stuff rolling into another laptop or another computer and get you literally, you're shooting a video as you're creating a song. So think real quick of all the songs that we produce, a lot of the studio sessions that we had, that if we really had somebody rolling camera, understand. Go ahead, Ant. You feeling it?
Yo, come on, man.
Have you been delivered?
That's taking it to the next level. When you really get down to it, like that's that next level stuff that a lot of people ain't really thinking about. That again, we giving this information up. It's free right now, that piece of information, but how you do it is what's going to make the difference. So did you know what? You know Tamika Furby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had Tamika come in here and record, and I had Tamika on Sunday mornings, and I actually had to find a way to make it like it was pretty much live. And so when I had her come in and give thanks, she actually recorded it, and I put her in the chair here and had the cameras like I was shooting a video and had her singing the mic. And so the keyboard's going through native instruments, and the microphone was live. You use the Apollo as well? Are you using Apollo Twin?
Yeah, I use Apollo right now for the stuff I just started doing. I started using the iStream.
What is that?
The iRig.
Okay, got you.
Oh, okay.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, but Ant, like you definitely can use that stuff, and trust me, it'll up the game right there. It'll up the game. Okay, iRig, iStream. But yeah, that makeover, that studio makeover will be hot. I'm so sorry. I done neglected everybody in the column.
In the chat.
Hold up. So, wait a minute. Let me go back just a smidgen. Urquhart, what's going on, Felicia? Some people I haven't seen in a while. James says, this is too funny. Okay, Sonia, and then is that a Canon, Diana? Kevin's asking, is that a Canon?
You see this Sony everywhere. Now you know better. Good and daggone well. We just Sony'd out around here.
ID channel lights. Now look, this is a quiet one right here. Juan is so quiet. And Juan just is quiet. Juan is already on the camera level, the production level, whatever. He's just in his own realm and zone. But like if they were still up here there in Texas now, in a small town that nobody never heard of. But anyway, no, most people know it. But he's so on it, and I'm still, Sonya, put your YouTube channel up in here. Sonya is excellent with it.
She is professional.
She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. She knows she's got the character and everything. Sonya, I'm still waiting on it for it to keep going and hit live. Cornell, you are crazy. The one who hooked me up. I ain't hook him up. Cornell, I gave him a couple of tips. Cornell his show is off the chain. He's got that look. He's got that wait a minute. I think Cornell got the Canon, Diana. I think I told him to get the Canon M50. Cornell, let me know.
That's why he's saying, Thomas, don't sleep on the Canon. I'm like, the Canon gonna go to sleep on its own at $29.59. I think
I might have told Cornell to get the Canon. Wait, what did Kevin type? Kevin, my man, I love you. What did he say?
He can't take it. He don't like it. He got that Canon EOS R. I said the only thing that R stands for is the R in trash. But all love, Kevin. All love.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sony.
Okay, listen, folks. Everybody that's trying to get the glide gear, remember this Andur or whatever.
Andur, yeah, the Andur.
Did you check out the teleprompter, Diana?
No, I don't use teleprompters, but I've had occasion to use some of Andur's other products and stuff. They do a good job of like picking third party type stuff for, private label products and just kind of making it their own. So they do a good job. The Andur is solid. It's kind of like Neewer.
Okay, I needed to get that other teleprompter. I was trying it since it was on sale for like $100. I grabbed it, but Jody is saying there's a 126 for Glide Gear 100. That's a darn good price. So
I don't use any teleprompters. I just go straight to delivery. If anything, maybe a couple bullet points, but
I'm starting to get anxiety.
Why?
Because he want the camera stuff.
He said he got something for $126. I'm trying to find out where he got it.
Where yet?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Ant, you need to go on eBay, Marketplace, or Mercari, I think it's called, and grab an A51. Don't pay more than $420 or something like that. Lowball them and try to get them in the threes. But write down A5100. You can't lose with that.
Hold on.
Yeah, look. Diana.
Yeah.
There you go. Got him hooked right there. Listen, y'all, wait a minute. Ashley Howard is in the house. One of my wife's favorites. Listen, you talk about singers in Philly, Diana. Another one. You love Tamika. You heard her voice. Ashley Howard is another one nobody can sleep on. She's a monster. She's a beast at it. She's phenomenal. Ashley, I love you and I miss you, girl. Ain't seen her in a while. She's excellent.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. She's
What's up,
definitely.
Ashley?
Yep, exactly. See, Ant, you go ahead and you get full screen and tell Ashley hello. I know you miss her. You ain't seen her in a while, have you?
I haven't seen her probably in 8 months. The last time I was.
There it is. Tell her you miss her, man.
Ashley, you are the greatest.
See that?
You have a great heart and a great spirit.
See that, Ashley?
Your voice is amazing.
These big time producers that leave out of Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Serious business.
He want me busting. Glide Gear website.
All right, I got my paper.
Okay.
Right.
Sony A6600. Ant got it. He's a star, y'all, so Ant can get an A66.
A6600.
Sony A6600.
And you say what else? The Panasonic 5000?
No.
What?
You definitely don't want that right there.
Yeah, that's all right. Everything will be out of focus. You'll get the background real good.
Wait, hold up, Juan. What you say? Ant about to make a bad fiscal decision.
Y'all ain't right. Look at all the haters coming out now. Everybody been quiet up until now. We said Sony. They like, let me get my keyboard out.
It's so crazy though, because I've been trying to get the camera stuff for about my friend Danny Digital. He lives in Delaware. I'm gonna introduce you to him. You'll like him. But he was telling me to get the Canon MT1 or something.
No.
Nah, they just fishing out there.
I ordered it on Amazon, but it never came.
You was blessed.
Canceled the order.
We got a little break coming in here. Shout out to my man Juan Darnell Jackson up in the house. His music truly. Inbox him if you need some tracks. Inbox him if you need some music. He's got it for you. If you're doing content creation, holla at my boy. I promise you won't be sorry. I promise you. Check the change out. It is his voice truly singing in this thing right here. And I love him, man. And he's so quiet with it. Listen, he sings it.
I used to think the worst, but now I'm thinking different. And I say, not today. I won't let you get the best of me. Try to keep me bound, but I'ma keep it moving forward anyway. I win in the end, just to wait and see.
Dope.
Come on, Juan.
Love it.
I never get tired of this stuff, man. They were before they moved, they hung out with us and chilled with us when they was in transition, and this dude would just be in a laptop playing fire. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? Oh, I'm just working on the boss, man. I'm just, I'm like, dog, like
Yeah.
it take me all night to try to come up with some heat like that. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just like, mix it. I don't know. I'm like, what?
In my pastime.
You know what I find out? It's funny that you're saying this, and I'm not applying this to him or anybody in particular. Mm-hmm. In general, I've noticed that the young kids, when they have something really viable and tangible, they don't really realize the worth in it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because like we saw how easy it was when we had music and we saw the infant stages of it. We gave it to Jeff or whoever, the labels, and we saw it go from an idea that we had, you know what I mean? Maybe we got the idea out of church or from a shed or just sitting in the studio down in the basement. And then all of a sudden it comes on this big platform and it's like the whole world just heard it now. But we never fathomed that because they made it so easy for us to believe. Like I remember Chauncey saying, "Yeah, man, we need some tracks for such and such and such and such," and I was like, "All right." And then I just made a couple of tracks, and next thing you know, those tracks was all over the world.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like we be telling the cats the same thing they told us, but I don't know if they responded the same way we responded when somebody told us that they was gonna put our music on.
Right.
I wasn't like nonchalant. I was excited. I wasn't like when somebody asked me for music. I was like, yeah, I got you. I got you a beat pack or whatever. Like now, it's like you got these cats that got this music that's so superb, man, and it's all sitting in their laptop. They don't think it's good enough to put out. I don't understand.
Right. You know what? One of those things that you just sparked was, and I try to explain this when people, they see Grammy nomination, Grammy, all of this and that, and they see the stuff that we all worked on. But the hard thing, and we learned this in Clubhouse, when you jump in the Clubhouse, and Diana experiences this, outside of a music platform, but in somewhere near the top of our game or in our zone, in our vibe, when you're on that platform and people know when Diana walks in the room, they kind of like, oh, it's Diana. Like, depending on what room she's walking in. When we walk in the room, they like, oh, that's Aunt Bell, that's Keith Pelzer, that's so-and-so. The thing that I learned is that people want things to be there rather than loving what they do and allowing it to get where you have faith that it'll land. So it's an old saying like, do what you love and the money will follow. We created in a space where if I walked up on you when you was over there with Chauncey and them and you was in a room and the videos I just saw that you did recently, your videos weren't, okay, I'm doing this so this can come out and hit the radio and sell 1 million copies tomorrow. It's kind of like I'm in the zone. Now, when you done. You did it because you love to do it. Of course, you want it to go somewhere. Everybody wants it to go somewhere, but you don't limit yourself on it's going to go here. So Aunt, I think you know the story of it because you got in afterwards. But when we had Jill, I told people how people were like, yo, the record company's like, yo, Jill, like, it's garbage. We don't like it. Like, it's too sappy or it's too churchy. This, that, and the third. And it was no deal popping off. And then when finally they got hooked up with Steve McKeever and the whole nine, it was just like, yo, we in LA, and it's like, who's Jill Scott? And it's like 2.5 million people already know. And you know, and you said it, where did it come from? All of us Philly cats, and Diana, here's an exclusive. I give credit to every Philly musician. We all were the influence on each other. There's producers that wish we was on the road like Daryl Robertson and John Roberts and everybody else. And there's guys on the road that wish they was the guys in the studio like me and Ant and everybody. And so it's kind of like you always have that, but at the end of the day, everybody was kind of like our Let's Get Live community. It's iron sharpens iron. Through the good, the bad, the ups and downs, there was an element of like our Let's Get Live community is the 5 spot of Philly. That's what I'm gonna tell you, Ant. So you know what the 5 spot meant to us, right?
Right.
You know what the 5 spot meant. 5 spot was that place where everybody just showed up. It was the shed spot. That's what Let's Get Live is, you know. But I did experience in Clubhouse when I went in the first couple of clubhouses. I was listening to a couple of pissing matches with the young boys and, you know, what they call the OGs until you get like a Jam and Lewis sitting in the room and everybody like, uh-oh, Jam and Lewis in the room. But, you know, for the most part, you get some people that are like, they call me an Ant OGs now, but what I learned about Ant, myself, and a few others, we don't walk in the room and think that up-and-coming producers need to do what we did to get where we got. Like, we don't think like that. It's like if you ask me how I got where I got, Ant, you know this, we share the same type of thing. I literally played 4 chords in church while my dad was talking, and I went to the studio and I played those 4 chords and it turned into He Loves Me. You know what I mean? And honest to God truth, I went in the studio like, man, this beat gonna be fire. Biggie Smalls gonna rap on it, and that track never saw the light of day. You know, it's like when you stop, come on, is it Shirley Caesar? I stopped worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Albertina Walker and all them. You just leave it in the hands of the Lord, Tessie Hill, and you do what you love. You stay in your zone, and you do have to take the responsibility to get it into a platform. That's our biggest responsibility, is to present it. That's the one thing that we miss. We don't present it. And that's what I'm doing, where iron sharpens iron and the giving. So for me, what wine gives me, I'm going to give to other people. And then I believe the principle of that giving turns it into something for him. What I got from Diana that she gave to us, I give it to others, and that turns into, hey, people sign up for her classes and learn, you know? And so same thing, man. You give. Like, you give back. So I'm just like, as you give, you gonna receive. And it's one last thing on that Jewish principle. They said that giving is their healing in Jewish law. And that really got me. It said giving is the healing. So for their mental being, the giving is their healing. So if they're not giving, they're hurting. Ain't that crazy? So if you really thought like that if I'm not giving, I am mentally and spiritually jacking myself up. And when you learn how to give like that, man.
Wow. Then your cup starts to run over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I decided, I made it a conscious effort, Keith, to like not so much worry about like making music online for people to steal it. Because like Jeff said, like, you're gonna make music, some you're gonna have to give away, some you're gonna have to sell, and some, you know, whatever. He said something about dying empty.
Right.
That always sat with me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? We got all these songs and sitting inside the iTunes, like iTunes greatest hits. Like, let that stuff be heard. Like, do something with it. You know?
Right. Right.
So, yeah, you still, I mean, you got such a great gift, and I'm sure you're still making tracks, man. Just let people see that. And I think that's sort of an encouragement, especially like to younger people. You know what I mean? To see how, because we make music different than the people make music today.
Absolutely.
You know?
The experience we have with it makes a difference.
Yeah. Yep. And now what I'm figuring out too is that they actually like what we've done.
Right. They
actually love the old stuff, and knowing how to make music of today and forgetting the old for us is not the answer. Is keeping what we have alive but evolving and moving with the times, so whatever you're doing for now is still relevant, and what you did yesterday is still growing and relevant. You know what I mean? Not trying to keep music where it was, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything's a progression. So we keep what we was doing in 2000s, and we expound on it. I'm sure you could go back and listen to those records and be like, man, I can remix this. There's 100 different ways I can make this sound better.
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
listening to old stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna flip this. and some of it still got the new bounce to it. Some of them old tracks that we just do a demo to, it got that, you know, that bounce.
Yep.
But it wasn't exactly there in the pattern, but the feel was there. So you just erase the hi-hat to put that bounce there, put the trap beat over the music that's already there, and it's now. It's just the drum pattern that's making it now again. Music don't change.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, we haven't created new chords. We just made different ways of making the same chord that already existed. You know,
Exactly.
We have not really made new rhythms. We just kind of put patterns together in such a way that has made it. You know, we tweak sounds and get weird sounds out of stuff, but it's still built off of something that was actually how we say there's nothing new under the sun. And encouragement is simply this: when Mariah Carey has the #1 record, and that record is God knows how many years old, and you can sit and play Charlie Brown Christmas and love it, and just listen to Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire and stuff like that, stuff that's mad old. It's like, dude, you know, anything you create in the now is always going to have its when. And when always keeps moving. When always shows up and becomes present. And then it also still has a future. So whatever you create now, it has a win that happens. And when that win happens, it can be a winner, but it still has another win ahead of it because it's timeless. And so when you have timeless music, right now, I'm going to do a plug for myself. If you look on YouTube, you can only find it on YouTube. It's a song that we did with Floetry, never came out, and it's called Losing My Appetite. You got to search deep for it on the internet, but you'll find it. Somebody leaked it. We had a clock in that joint. It's telling a whole story, and Nat Marsh is talking about, you know, how you like talking, doing that booty crawl on the phone, and you take too long to get home, and it's kind of like, yo, I'm losing my appetite. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's taking me too long to get here. We did some deep stuff, man, that never came out. But I'm kind of like, if you know how to apply the resources now, if you know how to like take from within yourself and know that what you created when had significance and value, there it is. The success, me and Diana was on a platform and talked about this. If you keep trying to be successful, which is not bad, you're going to run yourself out. But if you do things for significance, you can make a track, close it, put it away, and at the right time, you know who to give it to and have it ready because it's significant. If you just trying to be successful, you're going to lose. The significance part of it is like, Ant, you and I know. I never forget this. Will Smith called us up and said, hey, Jeff, we need a jingle for this thing, and they needed, Benny Medina and them needed for tomorrow. And we all jumped in the room and made tracks and everything because it was specific. I need this for tomorrow. But in between time, meantime, we did significant stuff. And that's where you get a music soul child. It was significant because we're telling a story. Carvin wrote his story through the mouth of a kid named Music. And Jill was words and sounds. When you got with Jill, it was words and sounds. She already had her words, and all she needed was sound. That was the significance. It was bringing a sound, and all due respect to her, and she was, our music blessed her. Her words blessed us. The working together, the unity, there was a significance in it. Our Grammy would cross my mind. That was because we were significantly getting a song. We had like 4 songs that was like, it was like, it gotta mean, you know, from working with Jill, she could be hard to work with sometimes. It's gotta make sense to her. If it don't make sense, I don't care how hot it sounds. She's just like, I don't like that. You like, yo, this is the hottest joint. She like, I ain't feeling it. It's like, what?
Why you gotta do the voice though?
Listen,
Like
Diana, he knows. She'll just be like, I'm not having fun no more. You like, I don't want you to have fun. I want you to make a song so we can eat. You know what I'm saying? And she just like, I don't like it no more. You're like, what?
That is hilarious.
Oh, y'all know I know exactly what I'm talking about, man. I'm telling y'all, listen, the crazy thing about this chick right here, she gonna like this song.
Crazy.
I'm going at it.
Where you got me,
I'm claiming this is the part They say I'm bugging. And
The way
get the vocals and make your own remixes, bro. Make your own remixes. Just call Servant up and say, give me the acapellas, man. And just throw it out. Listen. They all sit and wonder why. There it is.
I think we heard this on your live stream before as well.
Oh, yeah.
You was letting us listen to it. I can't listen to it now. You just did the voice. I don't like it. Because now you can hear her saying it like this. It's alright. That's messed up. You ain't got to do her like that. So wait, like, no, because you ain't just said. You said it all with that, like, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I got one too.
Play it. So, which one you got? Turn it up, boy.
That's that golden track.
I'm taking my freedom.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I need that. Y'all didn't release it, did you? Yes, sir. Yo, Ant, it's not released yet, is it?
No, I did that a long time ago. I did a remix.
Yo, Ant, you know what, man? We might have to put these two house mixes out, man. Just throw it out there, like, listen. So, Ant, you already know what happened with "He Loves Me," right?
No, what happened?
So when Jill's album dropped, "He Loves Me," they did an illegal San Francisco house mix to it. And it's like me and Jeff and Kenny Dope and everybody, we down in Florida, and it became big, and they begged Kenny Dope and Louis Vega to play it. And so it was kind of like, yo, somebody jacked Jill's record and didn't clear it, and they was just like, you know what? It's working on the house scene, so it's on the album as the illegal remix on the original album. It's called the illegal remix. And so nobody sued the guy for it. It was kind of like he couldn't get no publishing from it. So I forgot the guys who did it, but they just threw it out there and put it on the album because Steve was just like, well, since you jacked us, it's actually our record. We're going to put it on the album. And it became a party favorite. So, like, you can't hurt it by just... Yeah, you can't really hurt stuff by leaking it. So I was just like, and it's your song. So, hey, Ant, listen.
You can do whatever you want with
it.
it.
Like, it's my song. So
that's crazy.
So just go ahead. Just go ahead and leak it. Maybe Diana will play it too.
Right. YouTube come in so quick with that copyright site. Thank you for the YouTube income. We'll take that from right away.
We're always trying to figure out who leaked the record. And it'd be the person that's asking who leaked the record that leaked the record. Yeah,
exactly. Listen,
who dropped this?
Sometimes you gotta just go ahead. Sometimes you gotta throw out your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody just dropped a CD in a department store.
Right. Anonymous tip came in.
What'd you say, Diane?
An anonymous tip came in from local Philly producer is trying to figure out who dropped the record. More news at 8.
And then, Ant, I'm gonna send you an overlay when you get Ecamm, and it's called Diana Said.
Oh man, here we go. Here, these sound bites. He invite me on not because he want to hear anything I want to see. He's just waiting for them few 2 seconds where I say something he can just get a clip of.
It just be like
all the whole time.
It just be like
I need that one last.
Go ahead, Diana. Hook him up. Tell him the
Sigma
little starter kit. What's the starter kit he need?
Sigma 16mm lens.
That sounds.
It'll say f 1.4, and it's for the Sony E mount. And then you want to get you a cam link, CAM. It has a space between it, LINK.
Uh-huh.
So that's your starter kit. the lens. That'll get you the lens, camera, and so you can live stream. It's basically this.
F1.4, right?
Yep. F1.4.
I can't even write, bro. I haven't even been writing.
You're right. Quarantine ain't had to write nothing.
He's like, man, I ain't did no writing in a while. I'm like, how you write? How you spell a letter D? How you spell a letter D?
It's like that dude on what was that? I can't think of it. It was whatever the movie was called. He's like, Miss Such and Such, what page 15 on? She was like, he's like, never mind, I find it.
And like, how you write that right there?
Okay.
I know some incidentals, Keith. I know some incidentals that I'm gonna have to get.
As far as what?
Like what? Mounts. What's that thing
mounts,
you got on the
cords. Thing? Yeah, like the tripods and all of that stuff. Yeah, you're gonna need those.
What's that thing you showed me earlier? That thing looked like a.
Oh, you talking about the
Jurassic
teleprompter,
Park, bro?
Yeah, you don't need a teleprompter.
The slider.
Oh, the slider.
The
sliders.
See the slider.
Huh?
Wait. So Keith gonna see. Here's the thing though. He gonna show you 72 different angles in the studio, and then he gonna tell you, nah, man, you don't even need all of that. See, that's just extra. In the meantime, he just slowly sliding on the camera. Yeah, man, it's extra. I got this. It's all right. This Joan right here, it's all right. It's just the whole time he just sliding away. Just slide.
No, so the slider is dope. So Edelchrome might
go ahead, go full screen. Go full screen. Go and show him what it do.
Let me see. So they might wait. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. They might actually jump on. Wait, I gotta put the right. Okay. So that's a slider there. You don't need this one. The other one is this is the slider right here. That's the simple one. It's one little bar and it'll slide back and forth, and it'll keep the picture. So your picture will have this kind of like so if I'm going at myself, I'll show you what it does. Okay, wait.
See, look at it. 12 angles later. No, not that camera. No, not that camera. No, not that camera. No, not that.
I need you to do a singing video from the studio. I just saw it in the spirit.
You saw it in the spirit. I don't have a keyboard up. Wait, what just happened?
You can show him it auto expose. You must have hit auto exposure because it exposed for the light.
I sure did, because I was sitting there like, wait a minute. I know.
Yeah, you must have hit that. You hit that auto ISO or something.
Yeah, okay. I hit the button in the back. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can show him that clip of the lady that was singing. That was perfect.
You said the lady.
I can't remember her name. The lady
you said show him a clip of the lady that was singing. You talking about Tamika. You said so Tamika did this right here, and I'll do a little bit of it.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, for He has given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Oh.
Yes, sir. So wait, that's my coffee scene. Sorry, y'all. That's my beans.
Sorry. So that's camera angle number 12 and 13 for the coffee.
How
The
are you
permanently roasting coffee.
I'm trying to find my way back to where I was. There we go. We are back. There we go. What's your question, Ant?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, how are you doing your piano and your music? Is it going straight into your
Yes.
camera feed
So
out of the Apollo?
listen, yes. Well, no, Ecamm. It goes right. Well, it goes through the Apollo, but the Apollo can go into Ecamm. And so you just pull Logic up and you just play whatever and you just pop it right through there. And Ecamm, once again, shouting out Ecamm, Ken and Glenn, it'll go right into your system. And so when you're doing a session, you can have the whole session popping right through your Ecamm wireless, not wild, wireless, Diana.
Whilst?
Wireless, you are
So
going.
why do I need Ecamm? Because you didn't mention that in my starter pack.
Oh, listen, Ecamm is the portal to everything. Can I get an amen?
Yeah, that's a good
Lim
way to
is in the
put
comment.
amen.
Lim, Reverend Lim, can we get an amen on that? Ecamm.
Let the
is-
church say. Let the church say, let them use you. All over the ministry, let them raise your hand. Come on, give them glory. Let them use you. Don't hold back your praise. Don't hold back your praise now.
Don't you hold back no praise. You get Ecamm just to put you up.
If you a bishop, if you wear the collar, if you wear the collar and it's too tight, you can't raise your hands now.
Somebody say yes.
Yeah.
Wait, can you hear the hammer? Can you hear the
I
hammer?
do hear it.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
There you go. Yeah. Come on, brother musician. Let them use.
Listen, that is right. That's coming straight through the Logic. Hallelujah. That's coming right through Logic. Logic will do it. Won't he
Okay.
do it?
Now see,
Won't he
now
will?
keep saying all of this stuff. And poor TD Jakes just got 2 shoe boxes and his MacBook Pro laptop just sitting on the.
Look, and see that? You right here with Logic. There's Logic. There's y'all on the screen and stuff. And you can just, like, literally, if you put a track up and start doing your beats, you can just do it all. Do it all right there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let them use.
So you don't get a better feed coming through the Apollo, or does it have to go through Ecamm?
It's going through the Apollo through Ecamm.
Okay, so it's just going through both.
Yep. And so my microphone popping through the Apollo, with the Townsend Lab mic, it goes in all through the Apollo, shoot through Logic, everything pulls into Ecamm, and it pops right through wherever you're streaming to.
Okay, I was just wondering because I could hear the piano, but I couldn't hear that. It's like in between. I couldn't hear it as well as I heard them on, in other videos. I was just trying to figure out what was happening with the piano. Maybe it was she wasn't playing loud or something.
Now, you know what? Now, through where you're listening, like if you listen to it on Sundays, you can hear it clear. It'll come through.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
because
just probably because my phone.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be harder to hear it through there. But the mix will actually come through. Like what you record.
Okay.
If it sounds good in your headphones, when you record in an Ecamm, that's exactly what's gonna come through the system.
Through your headphones. So if I was listening to my headphones, that would be the same thing I'm hearing.
Yeah, long as it's right in your headphones, it's gonna pop through the video, and you'll hear it all, like come through clear. It's actually dope, man.
They trying to get a session going. Lamb telling me some louder on the keys, please.
Play a piece again. My phone was down a little bit. Just play a snippet of that video real quick. I want to see something because my phone was down just a little bit.
Okay, let me see. Got it right here.
You muted.
Oh,
Now it is. Now you are. Got it.
there it is. And that was the cheesy keyboard that we found. So I'll go in the middle of it.
His son, and now let the weak see I am strong. Let the poor see I am rich.
Oh, you know what too?
Yeah.
Does she have on headphones?
Yeah, she's got headphones on while she's singing that. Cause we had to make sure that the keyboard wasn't coming through the speakers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she had the headphones on, and honestly, I just kind of threw her straight in there. Like I was just like, yo, just sing something for me. And so, so I didn't even really like sit there and mic it up like I should have. And it was actually my first time doing that. And so I
it don't sound bad. My phone was down just a little bit, so I couldn't tell what I was really hearing. But now that I turned my phone up,
yeah. And then I just I sat there and I was just like I didn't. That was my first time micing somebody up and having them sing it. So I really didn't know what to do. She was just here to shoot.
And everything is great. I'm not criticizing it. It looks really good. It sounds good, bro.
And I use one.
I'm just curious on I want to be able to match. If I'm doing something, I want to be able to know how you did it, so I can make pattern myself around the same thing.
Oh, you got everything you need up in that room. All you need is with this Let's Get Live crew at Ecamm Community can put you in, and you link up to the right pages and the right connections, man. They got it.
How about this the camera switcher? What's that called?
Keyboard.
That's on a keyboard.
Apple keyboard. Yeah, that's the Apple keyboard.
Oh,
yeah, that's
the number pad to let you switch.
Yeah, that's this joint. It's just one. It's just one.
That's
of these
Ecamm though.
right here. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's Ecamm though. It have a built-in switcher.
Yeah, built-in switcher. And so matter of fact, you just add another person to the screen there. You see?
Mm-hmm.
You just matter of fact, where's the third homeboy? Who should we put on the third homeboy over there, Diana?
Lim woke. Lim's
exactly.
about sleep in his studios. Somebody woke up. He probably offered to waking up off of his organ.
Lim be having curfews.
And then he'll sneak out. And then he'll be whispering like, I just put my kids to bed. I don't want my wife to know.
So look, see, you can sit there and have the you can have so look, for you can put all four of these could be angles in the studio at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you can sit there and pop and just be like, all right, I'm having a studio session, and you can have the singer over there. You can have you right here. You can have your keys over top on this camera here. So you can just have all that set up at the same time. And then when you a star like Diana, you don't even need camera switches. You just say, I'm here in front of the picture, darn it.
I rigged up something up top up there if you can see it.
Oh, let me see that, brother. What you got there, boy?
Let's go.
Hold on. Let me get back to you. Wait 1 second, Ant. I'm trying to find the darn picture. I got the thing all wrong. Wait a minute, 1 second.
It's camera angle 12. It's camera angle 12.
I like this. Diana, you see I got to get this together, right? You see I got to get it together. I stink.
That joint is so remedial.
Yeah, I like it, though. But yeah,
sometimes for those big wide angle shots, you're not there long enough for people to really critique it for real. So as long as it's clean and it'll do the job for the seconds that it's on camera.
Tell them again, Diana. Tell them again.
When I do this, Sean, let me see. Am I right? So I'm gonna do a shot back here like this, like somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the man shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the man shot.
Man.
Man, look, man is still gonna nerves with that.
You got a GoPro. You can speak to the using a GoPro even, because I know Felicia, she'll do that. And that's the thing. People just pretty much grab whatever they got. You got Lola Chop. She used old iPhones, and rigged those up. Because it's just.
But Diana,
wait, what?
You don't need you don't need a camera angle up in there,
Wait, we start seeing the squat. We was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're like, wait.
Yo, did you see that? You saw the video where the lady was on the Zoom meeting?
Yo, dude.
And she didn't know she was on. She was in the bathroom.
We hollered on that.
Goodness.
When I tell you, I was just like, yo, at the beginning, when my church Zoom was, I was like, listen, y'all, okay?
Keep your camera off.
Right, just
keep it off.
Just
only use emojis.
Yeah,
use emojis to show you raising your hands.
Oh,
don't ever turn the camera off. Yeah. I mean, turn the camera on.
No,
show me how to donate to your bad coffee. Bad coffee, is it? Or
you said bad coffee.
What's it called?
He said bad coffee. He said bad coffee. Roxanne, tell your boy, tell him. He got the bad.
Let me know how to donate to your funky coffee. Let me know how to get to the funky coffee.
Funky beans.
To the rottenbeans.com.
that's a video that she produced.
So look,
that's why she's holding her hair like this.
Here goes our giving scene right here.
There you go.
That's our bad coffee giving.
If you go to badbeans.com.
If you go to badbeans.com, you can flow right on in. And
Okay.
There we go. There's the beans right there.
Oh, buy me coffee.
Buy me a coffee.
Yeah, buy me a coffee. Rottenbeans.com. Come on, Lim. Lim is right there. She said, come
Go
on,
to
Aunt.
bustedbagofbeansofcoffee.com. No,
Y'all are terrible, man.
Hey, so
promo
here's
time.
a word on wheels.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Promo.
I know. You know what it is? I'm sorry, Diana.
Promo.
I'm sitting here trying to find the button. There, I got it. See, that's what happened when you go live and you didn't set up for a show. I am the king of non-setting up because I was really just practicing, and then I just felt it in my spirit. And look at this. I got my brother Ant on here tonight.
There you go.
And Diana,
I was trying to write a song.
Now you
And we
inspired
interrupted the
somebody.
flow.
Diana, give him a song title off the spot. You got a song title.
My song title is called
If you were to sing a song, what would that song be?
If I felt it in my spirit
If
upon
you
this
felt it
day,
in your spirit.
it'd be called The
give us some
Busted
music.
Bag of
Inspire her,
Coffee
man. Play something, Ant. Inspire her. You got
The Busted
something on?
Bag of Coffee Beans.
Just make a song called Coffee. Just call it
Called
Coffee.
Coffee Beans.
Coffee Beans. That's it. When you go pitch that song to somebody, just call it Coffee.
Darnell said call it Bad Coffee.
Bad Coffee.
The album is gonna be called The Sour Cup.
The Sour.
The Sour Cup. Let's go.
Oh my God, y'all killing me, man. Now I know it's past my bedtime. My wife gonna kill me. You know what? Look, Diana, I'm gonna go upstairs. Tina gonna be like, y'all on there, y'all kept Diana. First thing she gonna say, y'all kept Diana up. Like, what the heck is
I knew it was coming. I knew every time you remember that what time it is and that your wife gonna feel some kind of way, somehow it come back around to I get blamed for it.
No,
and
she takes something for you.
I know, but you still try to blame me. That's the thing.
Of course.
That's the thing. You be like,
Diana, you are meant to be thrown under the bus from us brothers. That's the love that we have. You can't get away from it now.
Horrible.
And you got another brother, Aunt Bell. Now you gonna be able to say next time somebody in the store, because you know they're gonna play a song in the store, it'll be like, living my life like it's gold, and you gonna be like,
there it is.
I met Aunt Bell. Yeah, I know Aunt
There
Bell.
you go.
You know. We saved them
man.
from getting the Canon M50. Hallelujah.
No, he had the T1i. Canon T1i. Shoot.
I need the model number on that rolling thing.
What rolling?
Thing that goes like that thing that you have on your desk. I need that.
Oh, you talking about your slider?
Now that's an Edelkrone.
Yeah, that Edelkrone ain't it's serious business.
That Edelkrone is special.
It's better.
You gotta catch it on a Black Friday.
It'll lift it.
That thing will set you back a little something right there.
Set you back, set you forward, and set you back one more again, amen.
Hey, Diane, I ain't gonna front. I love it in the app. The app is dope though. You know it works on the app, right?
The Edelkrone app?
Yeah, where you just set it, you just set the thing and it be moving and beeping and stuff. I like it.
That's all right.
I want that secret sauce. Because I know he got some tricks up his sleeve over there. I want all the tricks.
Or just
that's the thing.
Sonya said his cart is full right now.
Just keep adding and adding.
Wait.
Darnell said Ant carted 32 items that Peter used before he got stuck.
Hold up. Look at Lim. He had the Canon that Peter used just before he started sinking.
Hey. When he lost his faith.com camera, okay?
Roxanne said total
Thou faith has been lost.
$7.
Thou faith has been lost camera.com.
Oh my God. Buy everything to Amazon.com. No, Lim, is that your real affiliate link? Lim is on Amazon. And our boy Sean Doc has got affiliate link as well.
Oh, he did his memes for, Lim does the memes for photographers. He had Lim got some crazy. Lim got like 27,000 subscribers or something, some kind of craziness, or I think even more, or like 177,000 for his memes. But he'll never talk about it though.
Yep.
That's the thing. Lim be tricking folks out here.
He's so humble. So listen, I got vocals because I'm about to get off of here. But listen, I got vocals. Hey, shout out to everybody who got GameStop stock.
Man,
I'm gonna leave that alone right there. Here we go. Listen, it's got the vocals, and my girl Sonia is rhyming on here.
Hey.
I'm gonna get this one more time. Y'all gotta check this out right here. The rhyme is so dope on here. That's the 866 showing it on camera.
Yeah.
While we listen to the music of Juan, check it out.
Sony A66.
Yep.
You said the Sony 5152, right?
Sony A6600.
Yeah, you said the 5152. You said it was another one.
A5100.
Yeah.
Hook, sing it.
Check out all
I used to think the worst, but now I'm thinking different. And I say not today.
Come on, Sony.
I won't let you get the best of me. Try to keep me bound, but I'ma keep it moving on and forward anyway.
Here we go.
I win in the
Is this where the verse coming, Sonya? Sing, girl.
Just thinking about this double 20 year. Folks were hype talking about this, that perfect vision year. But all I see and hear is destruction. Death jobs lost, divorces, racism, and politicians bugging. The C19 got my clothes looking bigger. Got all kind of weights on me. See, I lost my figure. Spending 4 years in bondage. These stakes are thicker. We gotta make that vote count, cause freedom is what it's all about. 4 more years and this will be hell. So I gotta scream and yell to let the enemy know it's our game. Who cares about the free throw? We gotta stay focused on the prize. Despite the odds, I'm winning. Just look into my eyes. Every fight I'm in is fixed. You thought I was losing? Now I'm good for this. I'm a vet, you new to this. It's my declaration and I'll be remiss if I ain't say to all my haters, keep it pushing, get out of my way. Not
I
today.
used to think the worst, but now I'm thinking different. And
Come on,
I say
Sonya,
not
that's what I'm talking
today.
Mama Spitfire. You know what the problem is, Diana? She is a pastor, a mom, an accountant, financial advisor.
Once you hit that bishopry status, you just get all the accolades. You
I'm
just
like-
too good for your too good.
It's like,
Trying to
what,
tell you.
what do you
What
do?
can't
So-
what
so-
can't you do?
Sorry, I'm yawning on camera.
Hey, listen, I really want to produce this whole family. Like, so my niece and nephew, I call them my niece and nephew. They are my niece and nephew, and this is my sister and brother. They all look like kids. They all like a house full of children. Like, you want to pull the car over and you think the 16-year-old is driving the car with the 7 and 12-year-old in the car, right? But they do everything. Their son is a phenomenal drummer. The daughter sings. She does ballet, everything. The husband is everything from military to ministry, producing, mix, photography. He's like a limb. So he knows all the camera stuff, but he just doesn't really do photography because he just whatever. And then mom just does everything. She's a seminary graduate, girls high grad, all that stuff, every darn thing. And I'm just like, just do a YouTube channel and buy me a house or something, you know?
Or something. Or
Yeah,
something.
something. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
something, you
Just
know?
bless the reverend with something after y'all go
Let the
ahead,
Lord
you know what I
use
mean?
you. Let him use you.
Let him use you, you know what I'm saying? Look, and he just said in the column, he said, I'm going to tell y'all what he said. He said, oh, I'll send you the final version. And they another one, Juan is another one of those all finished, never finished stuff. That you just pray that the door just opens and he's just flying, because it's like everything he does is like, it's just phenomenal. Honest to God, truth. Like, you know, there's people you gotta hype up just to hype up, but his stuff speaks for itself. It's
Right.
it's great stuff. So I'm really hoping that in this content
love to hear
creators,
I would love to hear more of his stuff.
oh yeah, like, you know, I really think, and let me say this to everybody now, especially producers and songwriters, and you know this, trust is hard. And I had a young producer call me today, I'll leave nameless, and they were asking about pub and different things, and I'm just like, listen, it was sloppy for a while, but it's gotten better, and the hunger for everybody is to the point where if with all the electronics and stuff, just be transparent and go forward. You know, scared money and scared ideas don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is true testimony. This woman on the screen with you now, the God's honest truth, the only reason I actually went live, it was after I watched one of her videos that said, basically, you just got to push the button. I'm just paraphrasing. She basically just said, you got to push the button and do it. All that hemming and hawing, like, oh, once I get 18 cameras and once I do this and once I script that out. I mean, you do want to plan, but there's a certain part of your creativity where you just got to go ahead and do it. And you and I know as well, our biggest dollars was not off of super deep, intricate work. It was more so the simplest stuff that really got our recognition. It wasn't I'm sure you got tracks that's way better in a sense. From a critiquing standpoint of view, we might be like, dang, you tweak this and tweak that. And it'll be the stuff that you did 3 things to it that went way out of here. And when you look at country music, when you look at some of the biggest hits that we all know, they are 3, 4, 5 chords, something simple. When we added the extra stuff on Cross My Mind, they was like, nah, take it out. We added guitar, and they was like, nah, you know, something else. I'm just like, you sure you don't want nothing else? And they like, nah, the Will Smith joint I just made a little hip hop beat joint. And I'm like, yeah, when I get to New York, I'm a this, that, and the third. They was like, oh no, we done, babe. And I'm just like, huh? And so, you know what I'm saying? So listen, everybody watching, don't overthink it. Trust me, don't overthink it. Do the research, check it out, but don't overthink it. Now is not the time to be afraid. Just go for it. Seriously. Go for it. It's time to do it. So
that's a word.
I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Hey man, listen.
Had a good time. I wasn't planning on being in the interview tonight, but it was very dope.
And you know what, Ant? You know what, Ant? What I love about and Diana can attest to this. So I did this show called The Konvos for a reason. It was basically coffee and conversation, and when I call it The Konvos, I was just like, if there was a genius to me that I could say, with people like, yo, what's so deep about Keith? My whole push is simply this. If you do something called The Konvos, you don't really have to pigeonhole yourself because everybody has conversations. And so if everybody pretty much has conversations, right, then that means that when you do a show called The Konvos, I can just go live and have a conversation. What's the conversation about? We could talk about beards. We could talk about glasses. We could talk. Look, all 3 of us wearing glasses. We could talk about why I don't have no lens in my glasses right now. You know, we could talk about. We could talk about jackets. We could talk about keyboards. We can talk about cameras or whatever. I wanted to make sure that I have a space that's unique to me, but it's still relevant to everybody. And so I started getting off track of what I was doing, and then people kept hitting me like, yo, I missed the show. And I'm just like, well, I got to prepare. And they was like, nah, I mean, I just like because everybody got a show. I just like just to hang out and just have a conversation. And I'm like, duh. You know what I'm saying? So whatever our lane is in our creativity, you kind of know why you create. And when you kind of know why you create, even if you don't know your why, you know how you feel. And if you put out how you feel is not too complicated. So when you wake up and you up for 12, 15, 20 hours, you can, if you sum it up and I say, Ant, how was your day? You be like, my day was cool. I'm going to give everybody something. For the creators out there, if you can answer and say, my day was all right, make something that's all right to you. Like express my day was all right. If it wasn't a great day, express the sadness in 4 bars, 16 bars, and leave it and put it away. If the day was great and it was like, yo, the day was it, put that energy in the track and file it away. And then come back to it, because with that track started, you know how you felt that day. So you'll put all of the complimentary stuff into how you felt that day. So when I made He Loves Me was Dad was talking in the pulpit and I was playing talk chords. Playing those talk chords, I wasn't like over here, but I wasn't under here. And I just went to the studio and just did bloom, 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 and boots, 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 kept it simple. And that was it. And that's how you make the track. And so, when people do it, when they draw and everything, how are you feeling right now? You don't always have an up day, but just capture the how you feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so with the Konvos, I wake up feeling blessed every morning. Our girls sing blessed. So I wake up feeling blessed every morning, even if the day is heavy. And so I take it to the camera. I take it here, and by the grace of God, there's somebody that shows up that has that same feeling. And if the 2 people on here or the 3 are feeling down, people in the column are lifting you up. You see what I'm saying? And so how else we going to get through this without conversation?
Yep.
I love you, brother. You know that, man. That's real talk. You know that. And Diana, I'm just glad we up in this joint.
I'm saying, man, but that was the thing. That's the thing, though. It's like the Konvo show is like, I see it come on. I'm not looking for a title. That's one of the few, like, it's one of the, like, if not the only. I don't look for a title. Right. I just see you live and I click the button, and that's it.
Wow. What was you gonna say, Ant?
I'm sorry. I wanted you to hear a piece of this song.
Go for it.
And you tell me what you hear. You tell me what kind of chords you hear.
See that? Look, we get an exclusive debut from Ant Bell. Thank you. We getting exclusive. Let's get the exclusive.
This is an artist on.
Wait, you ain't drinking coffee, are you, girl? Mm-hmm. How the heck you drinking coffee at? What time is it there where you at?
1:41.
Damn. I'm 2:40. Tina gonna kill me. I'm gonna be like, I was on with Diana.
You're a mess.
That's my get out of getting in trouble card. I was on with Diana.
See, you trying to get out of trouble. Let Ant do his. Let Ant do his
Come
song,
on, Ant.
man.
All right, Ant's gonna give us the closeout song on tonight.
Yeah.
Those of you who are here, you heard it live. You heard it first. Yo, I like that screen and stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. See that? I missed them. I missed them studio nights just chilling in there. Look, and I'm saying that sitting in the studio. This is a broadcast spot. It ain't a studio. Let's go. Wine, he said, oh, coffee. Let's go. Turn it up.
I hate November for 2 reasons. See, part of me fears change, though I don't mind the changing seasons. It just reminds me that everything dies. The sky's trying to match my grave. Years fade, another day older, another day closer to nothing. And I just wanna hold on to something. And then there's you. I tried my best to forget all that you meant about you. You're like a tattoo on my skin. Once again, November rain reminds me. Once again, November rain reminds me. Lately I've been chasing your replacement, trying to fill the void of this vacancy. I've been drinking everything I'm wasted, thinking about the love we had I wasted. I know I made mistakes, but you knew what it was. You knew we were different. You knew. And I would leave it all behind me if I could. Then there's you. See, I'm trying my best to explain. It plays out the blame on you. But you're like a tattoo on my skin. And once again, the feeling reminds me. Once again, the feeling reminds me. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Juan. June. I think more people need to do stuff like this, bro. The truth of the matter is, I think that everybody on here basically said fire, feeling it, and my man, is it June King? Is that our June? June says, our boy June says, check it out. You know it's good music and a good mix when you listen to it over speakerphone on a live stream, and it still sounds good. I'm glad that people that know music, we know he's playing it through the phone. We know, it's coming through, the internet and all. But bro, the feel, the vibe of that stuff right there that you just played, did you demo that? Who's that singing it?
That's on Sabastian Kole's album.
Yo.
He's on Motown.
Yo, dude. Crazy right there, man. Crazy.
So Roxanne put in there goosebumps. At the same time she told, I'm like, yes, because they just felt it the whole time. It just, it's like speakerphone and all. We just like, man, to hear that thing up close or piped into the phone would be bananas. But yeah, that's cold-blooded.
Yeah.
There was E-flat chords. Just like you said, like I was playing behind the bishop.
Listen.
Just
wow.
one movement.
Yo, you know what? People just asked me that in a platform about those church chords and stuff. When I was on our boy DJ Strick show, they were asking about those. Matter of fact, the dude knows Little John. Right, his wife knows Lil John, and he surprised me and had Lil John come on an interview with me. It was so crazy. But back to your point, Ant. So in this song, I love the feel, the simplicity of what you had in there. It pulls you in. It reels you straight in, man. It's like it's got a mood to it, and it's exactly what I was just talking about the emotion. It's going to speak to somebody. It's going to it's going to relate to somebody's place that you have no idea what it is, but it's going to be perfect for that space that they're in, that drive that they took, and that's music straight from the heart. That's not trying, and it's not the predictable stuff that you just played.
Yeah, I love the fact you take that emotion, whatever it is for the day, and you plant a seed within your gifting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. That's huge.
Say it again, girl. What you just say? You say you plant
a
seed.
You take the feeling that you're feeling that day, and you use it to plant a seed in your gifting. That's exactly like.
I'm gonna add to that too. Is being honest, Keith. Like when you're making music, you got to be honest and exude your soul into what you're doing.
Right.
Because if you're honest with what your intent of how you're trying to put the music out, you're not trying to portray something else that you heard or trying to make a vibe that you think somebody may want. All you're doing is playing your heart. You're playing and producing your heart.
Wow.
That's
wow. You know what? So, Diana, what he just said was very deep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what? Because when stuff like that is so deep,
some stuff ain't worth rushing. You gotta add that season and let it marinate. I walked right into it. Some stuff ain't worth rushing. Right? You gotta add that season on and let it marinate.
You change your clothes? What happened?
That's the clip. See, that's what I'm saying. And he'll take a clip. That's from another live stream, another time that he had me on this thing and just was sliding. And you won't even, and that's the thing. That's why I said I walked right into that one. Walked right into that. We all in the moment. Okay, we just had a spiritual moment, right?
But you gotta let it marinate, though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let it marinate.
And I should have known because you was slightly leaned over, reaching for something. I should have known you was getting that clip queued up.
I ain't have my triggers set up,
Nah,
it's
man.
It's like.
No, it tells what you to change the like. No, that's another time it was on the stream, and and then he got his wife too, saying the same thing.
Some of the tricks you can do with Ecamm, man. That's the thing. So you got Diana, and then wait a minute, and then you can just take and look. Here go my wife. Watch this here.
Let that sit right there. Let that marinate. However, cool breeze. However.
So once I get all my buttons straight, I just have it on the trigger, and I just have Diana just jump on there. It's like, sometimes, you gotta let that. When she said it, it was so religious. You feel how religious it is? Feel how religious it is.
Some stuff ain't worth brushing. You gotta add that season on and let it marinate.
Gotta add that season. She said you gotta add that season and let it marinate. That's the thing. I need a limb drop. I need a limb drop with the Hammond B3 triggers in the back to say, sometimes you gotta let it marinate.
Lim changed his voice when he getting started to preaching good.
Wait.
He be in Clubhouse and club. He hit that unmute button. That's all she wrote.
Our boy Lim. When I tell you, wait, Lim's Filipino, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he is the gospel Filipino preacher. Hands down. He come to Philly, I will throw him right in the pulpit of Southern Baptist Church, jeans, sneakers, whatever, and just sit on the organ and tune them. And Lim will have the church in a shout in 3 seconds. Because I'm good with sneaking to preach, and when I say Lim is good at sneaking to preach, but he gonna drop something significant though. Am I right about it, Diana?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lim is.
Lim.
It was just a random room in Clubhouse. Lim half sleep now. He done started this room. Telling us I'm gonna do a welcome room on Clubhouse. So if somebody join, let's get live, then I can welcome him. And look, he sounds so tired. He's like, welcome everybody. I just did a random, and it's like you are half asleep, and then it's like we get to talking or whatever, and it just start flowing, and it just start coming out. I'm like, so I hit record. I'm set up over here, so I hit record on the Rodecaster Pro, and I sent it to him. It was just like 5 or 10 minutes of just straight pure fire. But then he go right back into his sleep mode. He's like, the spirit didn't left me. I'm going to bed.
Yo, man, let me tell you, hey, Aunt, you'll love Lim, man. Like you might have to send him a track or something. Lim will just give me. He's like, because when the tree is not afraid of its seed, then he get the chair set up. And he level up right here, and he be like, see, what you have to understand is, and it's like, you got all these Negroes in the room like, yo, this Filipino boy is going ham.
He better
and
go in.
You sit there like, well, amen.
Go ahead now. And then, look, he get the going when he do his hands like this, and he get the talking. And so the tree is not worried if the seed falls down onto. He be like, "Whoo, I feel it." Readjusting the seat and come back to the hands. It's a wrap after that.
I was like, I ain't hooping no more. I was like, I lost all my hoop after being on the platform with Lim. I was just like, right. I'm done. I'm like, no more hooping.
He got that pastoral stutter. He don't stutter in regular talking, but somehow that pastoral stutter. He got the pastoral stutter. And the seed.
He said, see, what you have to understand when we give, the givers have to understand that you cannot be afraid of the moochers. Moochers are going to come.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Anthony, I just met you, brother. Anthony, I just met you. But you have to understand that in your studio, the moochers are going to look over your shoulder. They're going to look at your chords, but you can't be afraid of the moocher who's looking at the chords that you play, because as you give, there's an opening that the next track that you place is going to go far beyond.
Beyond.
anywhere that you ever imagine. Oh my gosh, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Because the Moochers is a ministry within itself.
Come on, somebody. Come on, raise your hands. Give them glory.
I'm so sorry, man. I had to go there.
Lim is crying over in the chat.
Hey, Roxanne, give Lim a high five. Just high five my boy right there. He going the Moochers. And that song is fire, man. So what's going on with that song?
It's out on this artist. You may know him for his work with Alessia Cara. He's a writer turned.
So
he's a writer turned artist.
Everybody can buy it on YouTube?
Yeah, so
I mean, not YouTube, iTunes and everything. It's out there.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, it's out.
Yo, you need to
and what's it called?
Yeah, put it in the column. We need that.
What's it called again?
It's called November Rain by Sabastian Kole.
November Rain, Sabastian Kole. And that's written and produced by yours truly?
Yes.
November. You said November Rain?
Yeah.
And Sebastian.
The album is called Numb.
Okay. All right. Numb. Got it.
Sabastian Kole, November Rain. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So look, folk need to get that thing, man. That thing. That thing is right. That thing is right. So hold up. It's a whole video for it.
Managing social media campaigns with Monday.com is easy. How
Well,
easy?
sure.
Let me find out. Let me see. Hey, look. Watch this, Diana. I'm getting my scenes. I'm trying to get my scenes set up.
I hear you.
Wait a minute. Did I do my scenes? Oh, there we go.
It's official, bro. He's not even playing over there. Come on.
Yeah.
No, Diana know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing over here. She got her thing figured out. Wait a minute. So that's Diana. Boom. Okay.
Just right click on that. Yeah, I was going to say. There you go. And you can bring him in. You just add in another camera.
I ain't set up a little circle for him though.
That's okay. You can still have him in a circle. It just won't have the frame and stuff.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Wait a minute. I can't find it.
So in your left hand, you'll see where you add the camera icon with the plus symbol.
Okay, he's hiding in
like
here.
In your overlays.
I can't find out how to get him. Okay, I see it. I gotta go get him. I can't get him. He's hiding behind something. I just let you see Ant. There we go.
So I nearly drowned in ink when I wrote it. My daddy told me, boys, don't cry. No.
That's
so
dope.
I must apologize for being so unavailable to you. Sometimes I just go no.
I like this joint, man.
Play that November Rain though, so that everybody can hear what it actually sound like through the computer.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, what am I playing?
You playing Numb? You supposed to play November Rain. Don't let you be the DJ of the club.
I'm like, yo, this joint hot too.
It's track number 4.
Track number 4. Let's get it right, Keith.
Can you hear that on my end?
Wait, no.
You can't? Okay.
So look, we're gonna work on it. You gotta work that with me, Diana, so I can get that right.
All right.
Here we go. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I hate November for 2 reasons.
Somebody said you're fired.
Right.
Part of me feels strange.
My niece like, you playing the wrong track, dummy.
It just reminds me that everything dies. The sky's trying to match my grade. Years fade.
I hear that bass, boy. I hear that bass.
Closer to nothing.
I hear you.
And I just wanna hold on to something. And then there's you. I tried my best to forget all that you meant, but you.
I get this now.
Like a tattoo on my skin. Once again, November rain reminds me. Once again, November rain reminds me. Lately I've been chasing your replacement, trying to fill the void of this vacancy. I've been drinking everything, I'm wasted. Thinking about the love we had, I wasted. I know I made mistakes, but you knew what it was. You knew we were different. You knew. And I would leave it all behind me if I could. Then
right, Sonya?
See, I tried my best to explain and place all the blame on you. But you're like a tattoo on my skin. And once again, November rain reminds me. Once
Okay,
again,
Strings.
November rain reminds me, yeah. Congratulations are in order. I saw the pictures of your daughter. She's beautiful just like a mother. I saw the wedding photos as if they were mine. You look so happy, and this time of year just brings me here. I hope that you're happy, but this time next year I'll still be here. Because November rains remind me, yeah. Oh, November rains remind me, yeah. Oh, I did the rain, I hate the
Oof.
Man, yo, when
That
I
mother's
say
a mood.
so Ant, we gotta go, but I gotta say this. Walk me through a little bit of how this song came out to be. Like, walk me through a little bit of how, like, the creation of this song. Hang on. Yeah, just walk me through a little bit. Y'all forgive me. I'm just getting my darn hands together over here. Just go ahead and give me a little something more.
Wow. So I think I was at one point when I was just in a worship mode.
Thank you.
And
Sonya, there it is. There it is, Sonya.
I was hanging around Tubbs. Tubbs was showing me all these chords and stuff. And I just was picking up stuff from him. Then I was like, oh, this would work. For what Tubbs showed me, this would kind of work. And I was just in the studio one day, fresh out of church, and just making this piano track work in a ballad. Just these one chord, because this sounds so good over the speakers. I was like, I gotta make a loop out of this, like these 2-3 chords, and I just did that and made the track, and try to incorporate all the analog synths and.
You did that. You did that, bro. You got the analogs in there, bro.
Yeah, and then from that point, it was just in the pile, and I gave it to Sabastian. We had a session with Sabastian here in LA, and I think that was like one of the first things I played him. He wrote the song in like 5 minutes.
Bro,
you heard the jump.
So Diana, so you're gonna witness this. So here's something that a lot of people find weird with me. That it's hard for me to explain this to church cats and different people, where you have to be comfortable in your spiritual skin to know that God can use you in places outside of church. And one of the hardest things for some people is that when you have that worship like chord experience and creativity in you, it's hard for me to explain to people how not to limit yourself. And then I'm kind of joking about a limb, but being serious about not being afraid of the moochers. There's also the afraid that everything don't have a Jesus piece on it, or you know, you have to get at the Ty Tribbett, you have to give it to Kurt Franklin, you have to give it to so and so. Like, let's not be scared that Sebastian's going to say, yo, I drank a 40 and I almost ran off the joint, went to the strip club and came back home and had to think, what am I doing with my life? Church people ain't technically going to say that, or if they do it, it's too much. But don't lock yourself in a space, because at the end of the day, the church cat's still like, yo, I want to work with Ant. It's the weirdest thing I never could explain to people, where even pastor now, people like, oh, they ask me more questions about the R&B people than any gospel people that I would reach. And I don't feel sinful. I don't feel ungodly or anything, because I'm comfortable with who I am spiritually. And I know that what I put into it, it has a spiritual vibe to it that I don't have to overthink it. Sonya said in there, it was like we all are kind of like subliminally like, take us to church there, will you? But I'm not like looking like it had to be a worship song. But you instantly said, I literally did worship chords that felt good to me. And then you played them the track, and what you said, you and I got the same testimony right here. It took Jill every bit of 5 minutes in the room. When I played the chorus, He Loved Me, she says, oh, can I write to that? And she kicked me out the room, lit the candles, and she did the incense and stuff, and she was like, okay, I got it. So you got Sebastian checking out what you did, and the music is so there, it just walked him straight through. It walked him straight through and got the song. And the results of what we're listening to is like, I'm sitting here shaking my head like, dude, that joint is fire. I'm buying an album now. I'm gonna take my next ride in the car, and I'm gonna listen to it for 2 reasons.
I got it up now. I got mine ready to go. As soon as iTunes, I'm like, gonna get this double tap on this iTunes. You got the Apple Pay locked in and everything. Go and handle it for me, Apple.
Listen, and real talk, like I had no idea. So, dude, Diana, you got the hand claps on the trigger for me. Shout outs to you. You got some? Thank you. Shout outs to you, Annabelle, on that thing. That thing is fire, man.
It's called Stretch Marks. I did that one too.
Oh Lord, you about to get all the mothers.
That started on the piano too. That started on my grand piano at my house.
So just name us the songs. Is that on the same album too?
It's only 7 tracks on this album. It's 7 tracks on here.
I got 2 on there. Stretch Marks and November Rain. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Earth, Wind, and Fire got September. They got that month on lock. And
we got November.
You got November. Yeah, you got November on lock now. You got November.
And this just came out on July 31st, 2020. So this real recent.
Oh yeah. This fire right here, man. So yo, I gotta get upstairs and get in the bed before I get killed. And then but you know what? We gotta come back and talk about the preparation before the connection of inspiration. So you know, you have years of experience with this, and each one of us are different in how we built up, like setting our rooms up, getting what we need. And our content creators, my family in the content creation section, like what you're gonna love about Diana, please subscribe to her page and check out the people and that we're connected to. You'll be able to see it. And I appreciate you, Ant, that I'm able to share this platform with you, and for you to meet our sister Diana.
I'm honored to be here, bro. Like,
man,
it's
listen.
fun, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, Diana, you. It's just been a real pleasure. I really mean that. It's really been fun.
Likewise.
Yeah, man.
I wanna do more.
And this was meant for a reason, man. That song just blessed me, man. I promise you. I think tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'll be in the car, like banging that. Like I want to go in the car, ride. It's gonna be super cold here in Philly, so no shout out to you or Diana in y'all states, but it's cold over here. It's like 20-some degrees. But I will be in the warm car with that joint on blast. You know how I do. I'm going to be listening to them analogs where the bass drop in, the intentional no drum tracks in there, and all of that stuff. I love it. And then Sonya, what did Sonya say? She said, well, open up all right. Because it was like the song holds you. Yeah. It was holding you. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, we're going to open up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, bruh. Like, what Caleb be saying? Bruh.
You said something interesting. You said something just a few minutes ago. You said something about the feeling, the preparation of making a song and something to that nature. I wanted to see where you was about to go with it because you kind of like said something about it, but then you switched real quick.
Oh, like so the preparation for the inspiration. I'm doing kind of a Keith drop. I got to think of a limb drop equivalent, but the Keith piece on that is the preparation for the time of inspiration. The way I set this room up, by the time Tamika came in here, she was just like, "Wow," and I'm sitting there like, "Oh, it ain't."
It was ready.
But
it was ready for it.
It was ready for again. So here's a limb drop. The tree is not afraid of the next season. That's a limb drop right there. And so your room is set up, and I always say this. Marsha Brown Woodard is my girl from Philly, senior, and she talks about. She wrote a book talking about your win, and so you set up now for your win. If you're confident enough in your now, then the Bible says be anxious for nothing, but in everything, prayer and supplication. Then with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So, and then the peace that passeth all understanding shall keep your heart. It'll transcend. So what you put into that track, you had a transcendent mindset. And I'm just saying this without asking you. I'm telling you, I know that you had a transcendent mindset, which means you was in some kind of zone to do production and chords like that. It was a space, like you said, marinating with Tubbs or whoever. You still had to come into a place where you're isolated, you're quarantined, and then everything starts to come out. But your place was already set. I remember when you first got that spot and you showed the pictures of you about to set it up, you getting the room set up, and that was way before that track comes out. So you were preparing and you had preparation so that when the time of inspiration came, it showed up and you were able to connect, and then it all worked together. And you didn't have to say nothing. Sebastian said, boom, I want to write to that. And you said it's the first track you played him. So everything worked out and is set up. Like what I do want to talk about is what happens before that moment of kickoff.
I got you, Keith. I got you.
Go ahead.
It was Pastor Miles Monroe. He said he's cultivating his seed constantly.
Wow.
That's what it is. Like cultivating your seed constantly. A lot of people, they just want the seed to kind of get thrown in the dirt and do its job or whatever, but it's about the cultivation of the land. He was like, that's the thing that people forget about the instruction that came from God in regards to the work that was supposed to be done. Yeah, it ain't just have dominions like, yeah, because I'm here, stuff finna happen. It's like, no, it's cultivating the seed, toiling in the ground, getting it ready for the thing, for what's to come next.
Right.
And that thing, so it's like, it's that pre-investment in the time with expectation in faith that what you have, what you say, and the work that you're doing, say faith without works is dead, you're cultivating your seed. That's you know what I'm saying? Like I have the faith, which is why I'm cultivating the seed. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, I learned that more intently when it came to the Kingdom series that Miles Monroe taught his books and stuff like that. But he, even like on his videos, he's talking, I'm cultivating my seed constantly.
Wow. Wow. That cultivation is it. You hit it. I mean, No, and you know, it's crazy. It's the fact that, again, I always just believe God. Like when I say, and I've been speaking it, but as Diana said, I haven't been cultivating it. And the sad reality, but the blessing was sometimes chaos helps your creativity. You know, chaos, calamity, problems can start to open up to who you are, because sometimes you're forced to do it. And so, I'm not one of those preachers that like to say, in the season. Okay, I understand season, but I don't like to say it much. I like to react to it more so than say it. And so, but with season, when I seen this pandemic coming on, like, I'm still even not afraid of creativity. Like the creativity, I'm just not rushing it, and I'm practicing don't be anxious for it. And so in that time of creation, like you slow walked it. I watched you slow walk it a little bit, and I'm just telling you, like, I'm ready to go to sleep and wake up and listen to the darn album because, and then to listen to Stretch Marks and, play this whole November. I mean, because it's like, now I know how people felt about what I done, stuff that I done that to me, I'm just like, like, I know it was deep, but I'm just like, okay. But, when you sitting in the audience and the crowd is like, Jill, you got to come back and sing He Loves Me. And then it's like your homie on stage like an Eric Wortham, for crying out loud. And, he's a beast. And he strikes that first chord and everybody's screaming. You instantly do like Matrix and your brain goes way back to like 1999. And you remembering walking down the steps in a church suit and striking that chord in the room, how it was set up, and knowing you was in the zone. I would stand to say
that music has touched people in every corner in the world, bro.
Bro, shoot, exactly. Karen Clark, you know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm gonna say. That song you just played us, that you had us play, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I guarantee, I don't know, you didn't tell me, but I guarantee you was in worship when you did that track. Come on, sir. I ain't gonna push it, but I guarantee you was in worship. And something, the lights was specific. The mode was specific, and as you were going through it before you got the 2-track to play for somebody, there was something specific about it that the realm that you were in still has not been unpacked yet. It hasn't even gotten to where it's going to go. Think about that. So it's still moving. Think about right now. These people that are watching tonight, it's the first time we heard it. I mean, if we didn't have this conversation, I probably wouldn't actually heard it as soon as I did. But everything happens for a reason. Everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
This internet is a great thing,
y'all.
I
want to ask you one more question.
Yep.
I actually want to like try to explain this feeling that I have about inspiration, and what I mean is, like, when you've been making music for a while, or anything that you do, anything in that creative realm, if you learn the patterns of when you do something, how it makes you feel, and then you remember that, and then you get to the next stage, and you actually know when you're in that stage of making something special. Like when you created He Loves Me, you remember that feeling. So when you start doing other things, say for instance, you just make something, you start making music like for the next month, and you just get that feeling again that you had when you did He Loves Me. You know what I'm saying? You were like, wait a minute, this is the same feeling I had when I did He Loves Me. This is going to be like this.
Right.
That's what the November Rain was like, because like when that situation happened, I was like, this is special.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And just recognizing those special moments has been key for me. Like, give an example, I was invited to a session. A friend, he's a big songwriter. He's living in Atlanta. He comes out here to LA. He said, I'm coming to LA. I'm in this session with this big artist. He said, I need you to give me some tracks. I said, okay, I got you. I wasn't anxious. I gave him some tracks. We sat outside the studio, and I was just playing him stuff from my group. And I played him a MP3 by accident. I don't even know what I was playing, but it was just like a track. He was like, yo, what's that? I need that. He said, give me that right now. He was about to go into the record plant. So I gave him the record. he's like, yo, that record that you gave, like, I dropped him off at the studio. I didn't even go in. I went somewhere else. I dropped him off at the studio. He's like, yo, that record, like 5 hours later, he's like, that record that you gave me, they going crazy over that record, bro. He was like, Ray J's on it, this person on it, Nelly's on it, and now this person is writing to it. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's dope. He's like, wait till you hear this, John. It's crazy. So that was one situation. So I didn't even like trip. I was like, you know, whatever. So the next night, he's like, so I told this artist, you know, I told her, you know, to tell you come to the studio. I was like, all right, you know, I'll come. I wasn't anxious. I was just like, let me go down here and see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I walk into the room, just nonchalant chill, and I run into another guy that I know who's a producer or a piano player, and we've been trying to get together for years, and we just winded up meeting for the first time in this session with this big artist, and we winded up doing a track together. And I didn't trip or nothing. We just did it, and then we was there till 8 o'clock the next morning. Then I went home. And then I was like, that was really special that night.
Right.
Then come to find out, you know, my manager hit me and the writer. He's like, "Oh, that track that such and such did, they using it as a first single." I was like, "Come on, man, that was so random." I was like, "How'd that happen?" I was just like, "Wow." But I had that feeling that I was talking about.
Yep.
That special feeling, like when you know something is happening that's really different. Then you know, like, you're on the right path per se, like, or you know that maybe this is gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I called it when I did Jasmine's "In Love with Another Man." I told my manager, I was like, this song is going to be nominated for
yes,
you know, for best R&B, whatever song, whatever. And then I said that like a year before. It just hit me one day. I was like, this song is good. Like this is gonna be nominated for something. I didn't politic for it, nothing. Next thing you know, I had a nomination. The same year you won the Grammy for He Loves Me,
bro.
So it's just stuff like that, man. And
yeah.
I was just thinking, like, recognizing those times where those special moments are, even when we in these moments. This is a special moment.
Yes.
This is monumental. Like,
yeah,
you know, when you just sit in the studio making stuff and you just feel like you're like, oh wait a minute, there's that feeling again. This is gonna be something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I'm learning.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm learning how to like live in them. I guess it's maybe it's called living in the moment.
Yes, that was like, right on me to say that. That living in the moment. So what I've been telling a lot of church folk, I said you got to learn how to maximize in the moment. You know, like now is the maximizing in the moment. There's every time something like a pandemic or a crisis hits, you got to look at the storm in the aspect of what am I going to look like on the other side of this? Because if you concerned about how you looking in it, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you want to look at how am I looking on the other side of this. So the drought with music creativity, when it's high, it's crowded. It's kind of when it's kind of like that dip. That's the time to really pour out the emotions because you're not aiming at something specific. Like the aim, a lot of times we do say, oh, aim. But the thing about aiming is to already like believe your destination. And then faith says, I don't have to specifically concern myself on what that is. You see, because if I have the what that is, then when I get to that, I get complacent. But if I always keep pushing it further ahead of me, or if I put it out of reach, I'm always going somewhere. So like if you put your destination and thought and mindset out of reach, it's actually a good principle because you're always moving towards it, which means you're always, as the old hymn would say, new heights I'm gaining every day. If you keep looking for, I want to be there. You know, I want a Grammy. Well, then you kind of missing it. And then if Grammy is your hype, if you don't get no more than one, you know, then you kind of like messed up. And then if you don't get none, you messed up. But if you put your hype, like you said, you can have that, I got a feeling everything going to be all right. You're supposed to be in that zone because when Jasmine Sullivan, we got a Grammy nomination with Faith Evans with Jasmine Sullivan. And you know what it was? It was a song that she didn't want to do at the end of the day because she didn't want to do her album. So the song sat,
Right.
and we gave it to Faith, and Faith went right in, knocked it out. And next thing you know, we nominated, and we sitting on the news, and then it's like, you know, it didn't win. We lost to Layla Hathaway, but, you know. But still, you know.
It's a lot of songs that have to go through. It's a process, and that's big. That's big just to be nominated, bro. Like, that's awesome.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
And Diana, look at this. You have done blessed these producers and songwriters and all of that stuff, and she is the video queen, man. She is the. You know what was funny? When I went to go get this ZV-1 today. I went to the same Best Buy. It's before I started the company. I was still working at the job or whatever. I was considering the upgrade camera, and it's this guy that was like a rep at Best Buy or whatever. And he was just kind of like nonchalant, like he tired of working today, you know. And it was this guy that was in there. And he needed help with his Sony camera, his A6500, or he was considering buying it, and he couldn't figure out why the focus was off. The dude kept focusing on the background, the rep was, and he was like, yeah, but I'm not in focus. And he was just like, I don't know what to tell you. So I walked over. I was looking at other cameras, and I walked around, and I helped him. And so he was like, well, shoot, he said, you know more than the Best Buy rep. The Best Buy rep leaves. And so so I helped the guy. He's like, you know, you need to be helping. He said churches need a lot of help with this kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know, I'm not doing it, you know, all that, you know, I'm just trying to get my stuff together for. He said, no, I'm telling you. He's like, you need to do something about it. And I was just like, okay, you know. And so talked to the guy, helped him. I didn't get anything that day, and then I left. So fast forward, I haven't been back out to that store probably since then, you know, because I Amazon or whatever. Go back in there today, same exact rep, working at the Best Buy or whatever. Still kind of nonchalant, you know what I'm saying, attitude or whatever when I'm going to buy this one. But it's like the difference of when somebody gives you a seed, and if you plant that seed, it's like now I fast forward like these 4 years, and it's like, yeah, you're in a position to help the churches and the ministers and people that's creatives and stuff like that, and all those different things, because sometimes it's like you may not have the full vision, and somebody kind of give you that nudge, like, no, you need to do this. And it's like, so like you saying, sometimes you have the feeling, it's like, well, you might have a feeling, but do you have the belief that to act on it? And it's like, at the time I didn't. And so still taking that like, it's just enough to say, go ahead and do it. And it's just like, all right, well, what do I have to lose? And it doesn't hurt to have faith. You know what I'm saying? And so It's just crazy to circle back around these many years later. Same rep, same store, whole other different scenario. And you talk about the destruction, like the mess. You know what I'm saying? The destruction, though, makes way for reconstruction. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know, destruction makes way for the reconstruction if, you know what I'm saying, again, cultivating your seeds. So it's just, you know, it's just kind of crazy for stuff come back around full circle. So it's like, I'm super honored to be here, man. Well,
that's dope.
Folk, we going to bed. Thank you all, everybody that's still watching. Thank you for hanging with us. We appreciate it. We're going to do this again, man. You got to take us through a studio tour or something, and
do all that.
Yeah.
If your camera was whack, man, I would have clicked right over you. But I was like, wait a minute, like, why does he look so clear?
Wait,
in my Facebook feed ever.
Listen, Diana. He just proved what I told a bunch of pastors. I said Zach should have went to bed by now, but I said, in this pandemic, and I'm just talking my spiritual platform for right now, pastors that gotta go live on Sunday. I'm like, look, if you Pastor Alan Waller, you can be on the shabbiest iPhone or Android, and you Pastor Waller, 20,000 people gonna watch you. I said, for all of us other everyday folk, I said, people hear by what they see. And I'll say it again, people hear by what they see. Then you apply faith cometh by hearing. So then you got to make sure your audio right as well. But the seeing, like you said, had the picture not have been clear, I probably would have scrolled by. There's a lot of people that reached out to me because they was like, yo, that camera? And I got it kind of dark right now. I'm just playing around with these lights, but they like, yo, I was looking and I saw they cool with me, but they was like, I saw. Then when you see and then you hear, and then when you do the other bells and whistles and stuff, it's kind of like maximizing again in our moment. But here's the thing with me, I have to have a purpose with it. So like even these cameras and angles that I have, they all over the place now because I use them in my sermon for Sunday. Because you know me for a long time. We come from that back in the day and tune them up and all of that. The pandemic came. I'm like, I'm not jumping around in the house. Won't he do it? Won't he make it? I said, yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have a conversation. And you know what I think about preaching? And I think about this with preaching. You know as well as I know, there are a bunch of musicians that play circles around us. Now, I'm going to drop a nugget on everybody. If you go to Shed, they will eat you alive on the Shed. But they have no understanding of the simplicity of 4 winning chords. Cannot connect it. You sit them down, it chops for days. And when they go to make a track, the track is the busiest thing you ever heard of. I mean, things flying all over through the speakers, and the people that write the tracks is kind of like, that you a dope musician, but they can't find their way into it. But you give 3, 4 chords, and it's like, boom, they got it. I looked at the same way with content creation. I looked at the same way with the same word. I ain't telling people no new word or nothing like that. I was a Miles Monroe. I love Miles Monroe. God rest him, because the dude would talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? You have a conversation. So these cameras and stuff and everything, I see it first and to seek the kingdom first. And so if you're not preaching, it's the way you treat people. It's how you talk. It's in your fellowship. So everything don't have to be music, but in your life, you're giving. But that gift that you give when you go to the coffee shop, when you wake up in the morning, when you talk to people, whatever, when you come back to sit down, that blessing that you have in you, that creativity that's going to make the difference, it's going to come through in all of your music. It's going to express, and then it has the power to connect with whoever connects with it. And then when they connect with it, it creates something that you actually, and this is what we don't like to say, eyes have not seen and ears haven't even heard. You probably didn't put all of that together that Sabastian was going to do, but you knew it when it happened. Ain't that crazy? I didn't know I was going to meet Diana Gladney, but I knew it when it happened that this was meant to be. I'm not even surprised at this platform. You sitting there in the middle, but I'm not surprised that at one point, I would have been like, man, I wish I could be on a platform with her. I don't have to think like that. When I understand I'm comfortable in my skin and know who I am, the doors open up in ways we never could have imagined. And look, the best is yet to come. You know what I'm saying? The best is yet to come. Y'all gonna have me preaching on here. It's a common occurrence around here. Look.
They keep been trying to close for the last 3 hours. I'm not gonna be long before you.
Roxanne,
I'm not gonna be long before you.
Wait a minute, is Roxanne one of your folks, man?
Yeah.
Okay, cause she's like, it's 11:40 Pacific time. Child,
it's 2:33 2:33 a.m. over here.
Roxanne, you know you family, cause I'm like, child, it is 3:30 over this.
Child, good.
Roxanne,
like when I lived
family, I said,
like when I lived in Alabama, they say, "Good, please, good."
All right, we're gonna have closing remarks by Diana Gladney. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be here with you on the Konvos. If you haven't already hit that like button or subscribe button, be sure to do so, because we're not going to be long before you too much longer. As you can see, our brother Keith is going to be queuing up the music, probably taking a snippet out of this if he finds something funny to use it against me on a stream when I'm not there. But y'all be blessed, be good, be creative, and don't be afraid to have faith in your seed. Amen. Amen.
Amen and amen. Pastor Pels is going. No, Keith Pels is just going to have his closing remarks, and then we're going to let the November guy have the last few words over there on the West Coast, accompanied by Amen by Roxanne, who says, "Love y'all." Who's it's only 11 something or whatever, and so y'all just got time to hang around, and me and Diana got to get in the bed to get up and do
right.
work.
It's becoming more. It's morning over here.
Thank you all for hanging around on the Konvos tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love everybody. Thank you for joining us on both sides. Please hit the subscribe, the like button. We don't like to beg, but normally as a preacher, I'm saying there's a $50 line, $20. I don't say that, but preachers say that. I'm not asking for no $50 line, $20 line. I'm asking for a like button and a subscribe to the Konvos. All right. Thank you very much. Last words from Aunt Bell, and I will hit the close button. Aunt Bell, have your way, sir.
Bro, I thank you so much for this platform. We had a good time. Thank you, Diana, for having me, giving me all that good information. And I just want to say one last thing, bro. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
You're
Love
the
you,
man.
man. It's God. It's God.
You know exactly what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's God.
God bless you.
Right. Holla, y'all. We out.